Hey, Nora. Ugh, God, my throat is full of gunk. Oh, what do you think of it, Nora? I quite liked it personally, but... Yeah, that's right, Lynx. It's time for some trash. It's also... Ooh. Thank you. I'm good at punching things. I do want to mention I do have a... According to whom, die forever. I have no clue who that is. Uh-oh. What? Okay, I'm not dropping frames. Twitch is just throwing a fit. Okay. Yeah, I have feelings about this game. I streamed this game once before, for those of you not in the know. Let me get an image I took. Well, I'm not dropping frames is the thing. It's just Twitch is giving... Okay, my bar is no longer red. I figure, okay, so Bear has been complaining, everyone. I need you to understand this. Bear's been complaining to me that I've been doing too much trash. In particular FMV stuff, but too much garbage in general. So I figured while Bear's gone for 2 weeks, I may as well get it out of my system. Hey Shark Vega, at least for a little bit. Yeah, let me, I have an image from the first time I streamed TLC. It's a good image. It's really, it's the call of the abyss, really. But yeah, so I remember this beautiful screenshot from the first time I streamed the game. I just felt the need to show that off. Give me the garbage. I'm hungry. Yeah, she's a fennec, and it's great. Getting hungry, hombre. I want the garbage. Gimme. Also, it doesn't help that the people in my Discord are fucking horrible enablers. Because I'm like, hey, what if I do TLC? And everyone's like, fucking do it. So I'm doing it. Because I needed a 2-string game while Bear is gone. I mean, to be fair, I was just gonna look for something else, but because everyone was saying, do it, I'm doing it. You're all filthy enablers, is what I'm saying. Every last one of you. Hey, Brainy. Oh, good, Brainy. You come in on this game. Oh, Lord. Not this, Brainy. Certainly not this. I know you didn't do shit, Lynx, but I mean, I don't expect you to. Also, give me 1 second. The overlay's not working. I don't want it to look like that for this game. I can change it for Persona some other day, but... I want you right here, yeah. Okay. Now it should be in a different spot. Oh, God. I also appreciate that this GIF is from the, like, is an actual line in the game. I appreciate this game, but not because it's good. It's true, Anora. Also, I feel it worth mentioning, my choice of music for this is very deliberate for the opening today. And if you understand, you understand. I am gonna hug my inner shame boy low sneeze, so fucking help me. Which I do feel like I need a different song. What about... Also, very deliberate choice of music. I also have a sensor up, and ready. No, this is from a porn game, Shark Vega. The previous one was too. From some random ass Alisoft game. They got all their shit posted on, fucking, what is it? Spotify, and I went diving at one point. Alisoft games do, Shark Vega. Alisoft games do. Why are you Owen, Brainy? Okay, let's get a move on. So everyone, I have no clue, Shark Vega. All I know is these are on Spotify because I knew a song. Yeah, Alisoft is a big one, Brainy. Why are you there? You little bit on the side. Wait, how? Whatever. Wait, did I use one of my... No. Okay, I have no clue what that little line on the side is. Give me 1 second. I hate it. It's bugging me, so... Let's just, left side, 2, 3. Okay. There we go. We're good. So, everyone, this is Tender Loving Care. I, also have my sensor ready. It won't cover everything, but I think it covers enough. What do you think, chat? Ooh. Because, this game gets Wait, is it because... Let me check something really quick before we start. While I'm thinking of it, is that an issue? Yeah, the white line's gone, I think. Yeah, okay, it's just because I had it off the screen a teensy bit. Okay. No. I don't want to resume my last game. Oh, whoops, that's right. Give me a sec. Also, I hope you enjoy incredibly crunchy video compression. And John Hurt! Rest in peace.
Beautiful house, isn't it? I love this part of the valley. But as the saying goes, looks can indeed be deceiving.
I need to turn it up a little bit.
This place is for sale now. Nobody's buying. Not after what happened here.
What?
It's troubling because no one really knows just what did happen.
What?
I should know. Oh, I'm Dr. Turner.
What happened?
I'm a psychiatrist. I was close to all the
I know what happened.
But it's as much a mystery to me as
No,
it is to anyone
apparently
else.
it finally started game capturing in a window that was black and fucked up.
Perhaps you can help. A fresh eye.
The forbidden hurt.
An uncluttered view. And maybe together we can reassemble the happenings. And get a better understanding of what took place.
I already know what took place, and there's nothing about it that's good, buddy.
We can only hope.
I already know what happened, and it sucks. No, unfortunately we don't get to see John Hurt's tits, Shark Vega. It's the real greatest tragedy of this game. Cause like, I'm a level with you, parts of this are like, really awful, incredibly unerotic softcore porn, basically. So unfortunately there's no dong either. It's a game that tries really hard to be erotic at points, but fails miserably. Because everything sucks. And honestly, Die Forever, I like it more with the crunchy video. I love the incredibly crunchy video. Well, you'll see, Shark Vega. I will say, though, I'll spoil this, there is no BDSM like Phantasmagoria 2, so... I don't know why the string is in my right ear. They really were taking advantage of that stereo audio. Also, yes, note every name in here, for they are criminals. I forgot this was based on a novel. Which is really weird because this game has multiple endings. David Wheeler, noted criminal. Not the actors, not so much, I will say that. Hello, wife. Oh man, orange juice and milk? Ugh.
Breakfast time.
Did you get Jody's breakfast?
Oatmeal and raisins, like always.
She loves her oatmeal.
Yeah, she certainly does.
So man, I cannot
She's
judge
starting
the
a new
audio
project.
of this game.
What's it gonna be this time?
It's a sweater for Jody.
Thought so. It's her favorite color.
Yes, it is.
Allison, do you remember the nurse we discussed?
The nurse for Jody?
Yeah.
Michael, I told you, I can take care of Jody myself.
I know, but Dr. Turner thinks it would be best if we just...
Michael, please.
He thinks it would be best for Jody. And that's what we both want, isn't it? What's best for Jody?
Yeah, what's best for Jody?
Allison? Isn't it?
I love Jody. She's great. My favorite character.
Good. The nurse is coming today.
Ooh, a nurse.
Today?
Yes, her name is Mrs. Randolph.
Oh, she's a Mrs. God, the compression is so good.
Is she gonna live here with us?
For
I
a
mean,
while,
you live out in the
till things get
fucking
a little better.
boonies. Of course she's a live-in nurse.
Jody's not gonna like her.
I think she'll be very helpful. And then maybe I can get back to work.
Less than a gig,
Leave
Brainy.
us here alone with her?
Let's just give it a chance.
It is from
Okay.
97,
See
I
what
think.
happens. Allison. Okay.
I've only played it twice, Ira. Well, this is the second time. Well, that's because it came on a CD, Brainy.
Good.
It was 98? Okay. Man, this is like an afternoon for me. It's great. I love book. Oh man. It's time for the nurse, everyone. Are you excited? Are you excited for the nurse?
This man says it's a $50 fare.
This
from the airport.
man.
Lady, it's 25 miles. $2 a mile.
Honestly,
Mrs. Randolph?
$50 for 25
Yes.
miles
Am
is
I
a
being
deal.
overcharged?
I'll take care of it.
No, that's a good deal. What do you mean you're being overcharged? This taxi's going out to the fucking boonies.
She's some piece of work.
I wouldn't tip him. He doesn't deserve it.
God, lady, already.
Thanks for your trouble.
Thanks, man.
This taxi guy
Good luck.
being villainized for no reason.
Michael Overton.
Yes, it was indeed released on DVD-ROM. And you could play it as such.
Something wrong, Mr. Overton?
I could
You're not
probably
quite what I
use the
expected.
mod Die Forever,
What
but
did you
like,
expect?
I feel like the OG
very
crunchy
young.
video is
I'm
perfect.
qualified for the job,
Dr. Turner said your qualifications were excellent.
but you disagree?
I just expected someone with more experience.
I've been a psychiatric nurse for 6 years, and I'm a licensed psychotherapist.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're a psycho,
You just
alright.
don't look like a Mrs. Randolph to me. I was expecting an older person.
An old biddy.
Maybe a semi-retired widow or something.
If in your opinion I'm unsuitable, then I'll leave.
No, I don't.
On the other hand, if I don't fit your image of a Mrs. Randolph, then why don't you just call me Catherine and let's get on with it?
You know what? That's even better, Die Forever. I feel like this is what the game deserves.
Catherine.
I could probably swap out the mod for
me
next
show you
time,
the
but for today, we're sticking with this.
Thank you.
Because yes, this game is gonna take 2 streams. Spoilers,
It's up the
everyone.
stairs.
Yes, you're correct, Ira. Everyone is unlikable. They're all awful. Except for Jody. Jody has committed no sin.
Turn right at the top.
Not that Jody's likable, but just know that Jody is free of sin. I love a pure white room.
It'll do.
We had the entire house remodeled last year. It's my parents' place. I inherited it after my father died
When was that?
a couple years ago.
Imagine owning a house.
I see.
I'm looking forward to meeting your wife,
She thinks you're here to take care of our daughter.
Jody.
Yes,
Yeah, Jody.
Jody.
Everyone loves Jody.
You know the situation?
Of course. I'd, like to change first.
When you wear a nurse's uniform or something?
No, but I brought one. In this case, it's appropriate.
And you could just change into casual clothes.
I'd like to get started.
We'll be downstairs in the living room if you need us.
Just already, our protagonist kinda sucks.
Interesting. I wonder why Michael was so taken aback with Catherine's appearance.
Because
He
she's
said she
conventionally
wasn't what he
attractive?
expected, but he seemed to be saying that if a woman has a Mrs. in front of her name, she should be older. Now, what does that say about Michael? Or does it say anything? Now, there are some other points that I'm not clear about, and I could use some help.
Go on.
I'd appreciate it if you take the time to express your opinion
I will.
about some of the things I've
I'm
just seen.
full of opinions.
A few simple questions.
Go on.
Was it inappropriate for Michael to question Catherine's qualifications?
Yes.
How did you feel when Catherine began undressing in front of Michael?
Offended.
I am generally a good person.
No.
What emotion do you feel most strongly toward Michael?
Contempt.
What emotion do you feel most strongly toward Catherine?
Contempt.
I like to watch people doing intimate things.
What does this mean? Are we, like, what? What do you mean, game? What does this mean? Just like, yeah, are you a voyeur, or do you just like watching porn, or like what? Like, I don't know. Watching, it probably means sex, but like, the phrasing is, I don't know, I feel weird if people are being handsy in public.
How much faith have you in psychiatry?
A lot.
My dream life is most often colored by...
Honestly, So this is a complicated one, chat, because I don't get nightmares. But honestly, my dreams aren't... God, fuck. Shit in my throat. My dreams aren't... Like, oftentimes they are, just fun adventures, but I'm not necessarily part of them all the time. Sometimes I am like a third party watching. Like someone watch a show or something. So, it's hard to say. Like, I distinctly remember one of my dreams being like a cyberpunk setting, and just a father and a daughter running across alleyways escaping from the cops. Till eventually the dad is gunned down and the daughter finds a place to hide. And that was about it. Sometimes I just dream about games I played, but like, there's also that one time that I have a vivid dream of eating a peach. Just that's it. A peach. It's the entire thing. It was a good peach, I might add. And it's not a euphemism. This isn't some face-off shit. It was an actual peach. And it was a good fucking peach. I'll say pleasant images. Exactly, Lynx. No, no. But yeah, mine range from mundane to fun little adventures, but like none of these quite apply because they're very varied. Except lately I've had a handful of dreams about AI, the Somnium Files Nirvana initiative, and it's ruining my life. But let's go pleasant images. I don't want this woman. Also, this is supposed to be, I just want to mention everyone, this is supposed to be Allison's diary. This is specifically Allison's diary. That sounds terrifying, Shark Vega. I don't want that woman here. What does Michael think he's doing? Never listens to me. He never listens to me. He never... That woman isn't going to touch her. Because we don't need any help. Hate nurses. They always stick that needle in so hard, so fast. So it hurt a bit, liars. After the accident, when I went into the intensive care unit where they were keeping Jodie and a nurse was wiping the blood off Jodie's face, she wasn't cleaning her gently, she was rubbing her hard with an awful hospital face cloth, all rough and starched as if Jodie couldn't feel it. And I screamed at that nurse. Yeah. It's great. But, and I screamed at that nurse, I said that the rope she was rubbing too hard, that rubbing so hard would hurt Jodie's skin, and the nurse, she just looked at me with this stupid expression like I was crazy or something, and I pushed her out of the way. Jodie is scared at night because she's having nightmares like me, and in her nightmares, Mommy and Daddy were killed, and she's all alone. God. This font is atrocious. It is! Welcome to the game, Ira! I hope you enjoy! So sit on her bed and hold her hand, yada 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 yada. Oh, that was pointless. But more importantly, let's pick up the phone.
Hi, I'm Randy Vixen. Welcome to 1-900 Hot Licks. Get ready for the call of your life. You have chosen fantasy number 17, Naughty Nurse.
Ooh.
Nellie. Hello there. I'm the night nurse.
Ooh, the night
My
nurse.
name is Nurse Nellie Naughton.
Oh,
You can
Nellie
just call me
Naughton.
When I'm not working at the hospital, I'm an erotic dancer. I have legs like
you're
a
working at the
Barbie doll,
hospital,
but
you
my
don't have the
hair is
time
fiery red and curly.
to be an erotic dancer. I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am.
Sensuous lips that long to be kissed, and my full breasts.
Full
are just
breasts?
aching to get out of this oh so tight uniform.
You should...
Do you like what you
Scrubs
see?
aren't tight. I'm sorry to tell you,
I
ma'am.
thought you would. Now, it's time for your sponge bath. Oh. Why don't
Gross.
you sit up? Oh, that's good. Now I'm going to have to take off your gown.
No, please don't. Why did you rip it?
Look at those
Why would you
shoulders.
rip it?
You must work out and... Oh,
Why did you
that
rip it?
scar. I like a man with scars.
I don't...
Just lie there.
I don't have
relax.
scars
I need to
on
wring
my
out
body.
this sponge. Oh, doesn't that sponge feel cool?
No, it
and
doesn't.
clean
Actually,
where it
please stop,
touches your
ma'am.
skin?
I'm very uncomfortable.
I'm washing your chest and your stomach and my oh my, what have we here?
Oh no, please inform
Looks
me.
like I've got more and more to clean every minute. Does that feel good?
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
yes.
I'm so dirty.
Yes, it feels so good. It feels so
Yeah, this
good.
is the worst soap blend I've ever heard of.
Oh
What?
my. I'm gonna need more soap. There we go. Oh, it's so slippery and warm. You're going to be the cleanest patient in the entire wing. Uh-huh.
This is...
You're so hot.
Ma'am, please, I never
I think
asked
you've
for
got a little
this.
fever.
I'm just here because I hurt my shoulder.
Body.
Ma'am, I just hurt my shoulder. What are you doing?
I guess I'll just have to use my...
I don't need this.
Hold on while I put on a rubber glove. Oh, do you like that?
No,
Of course you do.
I'm uncomfortable.
So there you go. Almost done. Oh, yes.
I hate this.
Yes, yes.
No, I just hurt my
Clean as a
shoulder.
whistle. You're my most favorite patient.
Ma'am, you have very low standards.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
No, actually, no. Oop, 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 oop. Yeah, it's fun adjusting the volume on the fly, because some of these are a lot louder than others. Well, that sucked. Let's never do that again. What's over here? Nope. Aha! It's time for the radio. My favorite part of the game. Well, not my favorite part.
Have you caught the Dr. Betty show yet? She's smart, wise, witty, tough, and fun. She may even be just a little bit psychic. She's a wife and a mother with a PhD degree in family matters and
Ooh.
human relationship analysis. Dr. Betty will challenge, confront, delight, and even frighten you.
No.
She's the mother you always wanted,
No.
the sister you missed out on,
No.
and the wife you can't have.
Gross.
For clear,
Why would I
pointed,
want
and
them to be
useful
all
answers
those
to your
things?
problems, tune into KPRB every day at noon. Dr. Betty's the prescription your regular doctor forgot to give you.
Because she's a hack. Oh, okay. We're not getting Betty yet. That is a shame. Because Betty is definitely one of the stronger bits in this game. I will say that much. Also, let me know how the volume is. I'm trying to adjust it on the fly, but holy fuck. It is all over the place. So let's check out. Yes, everyone is aggressively horny in this universe. You figured it out.
After a brief informal meeting, Michael appears as described. A more current, thorough description of Michael is forthcoming. Scheduled interview with Allison will take place next. Who are you? And what are you doing in my room? Oh, wait a minute, I see.
Do you?
The, viewer, right?
I'm sorry, are we getting meta here?
I didn't realize you could just sneak up on me like
Man,
that.
please don't tap on the fourth wall. I don't like it.
Never know what I might be doing.
I'm not interested like that, ma'am.
Well, I have to meet my patient now. You're probably gonna snoop around my room, aren't you?
And yeah, I'm gonna read everything.
Guess there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, we technically are links, but also
Probably won't find anything.
it's really weird because we exist outside the story in a way where, like, everyone exists outside of time. It's like we're just constantly going in and out of the house every so often, and it's super confusing. Now it's time to read her computer. But first off...
Hi. I miss you. And I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get in touch. You wanted me to tell you what I'm doing with my life, but you know what a crummy letter writer I am.
It's actually Porngatory.
I'll just talk to you as
Thank
if you
you.
were here and send you these
Shark Vega.
tapes. So I'm on my way to Southern Oregon.
Ooh, so
I'll
that's
be
where we
working on
are.
that case I was telling you about, the Overtons. Remember? Oh, it's okay, Tigger.
Okay, actually, Tigger is the best character, everyone. I just want to mention that.
It's okay.
Tigger is actually the best character.
Oh, I'm taking Tigger to the kennel. He's
No,
not a happy
Tigger,
cat.
no!
I don't know how long I'm going to have to leave him. Maybe a month. Remember when we came back from Hawaii? How pathetic and depressed he looked. And that was after only a week. Shh. Don't worry.
Tigger is actually free of
There's
sin.
lots of other kitties to play with. And I brought you your special food and mousy toy.
I can't believe you got your cat secondhand, Brainy.
Feeling kind of sad. I guess I'm experiencing postpartum depression.
And also that your cat's really
I
old.
get this worked up over leaving my cat. I can't imagine what it'll be like when I have kids and have to send them off to
Ma'am,
summer
you should
camp.
never have kids.
Been thinking about that a lot recently. Having something happen to your child would be horrible. The most horrible thing in the world. I've arrived at the Overtons.
What is this fucking
It's on a
stream
farm
of
in the
consciousness
middle of
bullshit?
Nowhere. And I just realized I forgot my organic shampoo. Urgh.
Oh no, not the organic
It's
shampoo!
okay. Nice and light. The bed leaves something to be desired. It's as hard as a hospital mattress.
Chat, look
Is it
forward
boring
to the
you?
organic
I
shampoo.
bet you want to hear something more professional and nurse-like. I'll give it a try. Notes for Allison's official case study and medical documentation. After a brief informal meeting, Michael appears as described in diary. Scheduled interview with Allison will take place next.
Ma'am. But yeah, chat, so look forward to the organic shampoo. That's gonna be fun. Just hold on to that. I forgot they mentioned that this early. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? The diary? Oh god. Yes, I mean, to be fair, anything can be approved with a cat cam, heretic soul. The Rogue River Valley was truly beautiful. I was really enjoying the ride from the airport, relaxing in the back of the yellow cab, looking out at the forest, covered mountains, surrounding the farmlands and orchards, when this jerk of a cab driver started coming on to me. He waited until we were in the isolated country road, and out of nowhere, he said that he noticed I wasn't wearing a bra, and was wondering if I had any panties on under that short little skirt. Charming! I ignored him and he got angry, and then he tried to overcharge me, which made me angry, and I arrived at the Overtons fuming. $2 a mile isn't that bad. Granted, this is in 1998 money, but still. Michael Overton was stationed outside to greet me when the car pulled into the drive. Wow, I'm good at words. I was so angry with the driver that I could hardly see. As the cab pulled away, I calmed down and was finally able to focus on Michael. He's not what I expected. Yet now the taxi driver sucks, everyone. Should have anticipated this. I knew that Allison was married, but I didn't really consider that her husband might present a problem, excuse me. From everything Turner's told me, Michael's wife has been forced into the role of caretaker. Michael's been forced into caretaker for a woman who's become less of a wife than another child. But I was caught off guard, the way he looked at me, watching his eyes, wandering over my breasts and hips, filled me with an unexpected rush of excitement. Part of me wanted to encourage those eyes, but the better part had sense to shut the door. I have to watch myself. This case is too important, too rich an opportunity to risk losing it over an attraction to my patient's husband. One of the benefits of becoming a therapist is not having to wear those damn uniforms anywhere. But here I go, off to meet Allison in my Florence Nightingale disguise. Yeah, this is exactly how women talk about themselves, Max. How did you know? What gave it away? Breasting boobily, yes. Okay, let's see. We can go to the study. Let's go to the study, everyone. Maybe we'll get something good there. Come on. You can get there. So I can technically skip these if I do, because, like, these are all videos. I just want to show you right here, everyone. This is actually just a video player. Which is pretty good in my opinion. Let's see, what do we got here? Career objectives, seeks in-home placement, psychiatric... Whoop. Just gonna punch things. Let's see. Oh god, so these are all her qualifications. I'll be fucked if I give a shit about any of it. But yeah, she does a lot of sex therapy stuff. It's mostly her thing. Treatment center for sex therapy. Provide assessment and treatment for patients with a variety of sexual problems, including lack of desire, lack of orgasm, erection problems, premature ejaculation, painful intercourse, conducted group therapy with adult women, survivors of sexual abuse. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of sex stuff. And also massage. So good, yeah. Whatever. Okay, nope, we cannot read the books yet, chat. We cannot do the most important part of this room yet. I'm sorry to say. Anything in the kitchen? And grief counseling. True, there is grief counseling. I'm just wondering why they sent, like, a fucking sex nurse for these people. Shrink in the clink. Cops claim doctor used couch for more than counseling. Oh, did he use it for casting? The betrayal, the violation, the heartache. Liar! Lock him up and throw away the key. The couch. That's a chaise lounge, thank you. Hey Mac. How's it going? Oh man, I don't... The dude was blinking his patience, basically. I don't care. I'm telling you, it's not a couch, it's a chaise lounge. They're in your fucking... I love... Okay, so chat, I just want to be real here. I fucking love the fat cow painting. The fat cow painting is so good. It is the best part of this house. It is the finest piece of decor. I want you all to understand how good the fat cow painting is. It's very tasteful.
The first TAT will be given in the upstairs hall. Look for the Edward Hopper painting, Nighthawks.
It really does look like a Sato painting, doesn't it, Shark Vega? Look at that crunchy video. Anything fun in here? Ooh, over here in the corner. What you got? Modern psychology. Oh, hey, look, it's John Hurt. But yeah, it's basically him talking. It's an interview with the character about why he became a psychiatrist. When we drift off with so, but the tat is a brilliant way of finding people. What people are thinking on an unconscious level, how they view the world, how they see themselves in the world, and what they gain. It is basically describing the game mechanic of like psychoanalyzing your ass, and depending on how you get psychoanalyzed, it gets you your ending. And I can assure you, there is no rhyme or reason to any of it. It is the most befuddling shit. So I can just do this and skip.
When you've concluded this test, you will return to the story. Do you wish to proceed?
Yay!
What do you think the painter was feeling when he created this picture?
I mean, content? Because he made a picture? A nice one?
If you were an animal living in the woods across the road, which of these creatures would you most like to be?
I mean... So chameleons wouldn't live in this environment, I will have you know. I don't like deer. Deer are asshole. You know what? Pour one out for your boy.
The woman is probably...
vacuuming.
Most people wish they'd never gotten married.
No opinion. I have no real feelings on marriage.
The marble statue symbolizes...
repressed homoerotic desires. I mean... let's see... these are all perfectly terrible choices. But I like this one.
This contraption was devised by...
none of these are correct. Was devised by an author.
The man is whispering...
Gee, your hair smells terrible.
If you stare at your face in the mirror long enough, you will see the devil.
It's true, because I'm evil.
Would you like to spread paint on a woman's body?
Not particularly. Unless that's like a euphemism. Because if so, then still not particularly. Game. 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 Oh.
Allison.
Hey, Elzer.
Allie, the nurse.
Yeah, so the fun part is, if you touch the timer...
Say something, Michael.
Said the nurse is here.
Into an ending, you'll still have control over it into the next cutscene.
She has excellent qualifications.
I'd completely forgotten about that. I know I had that issue last time.
She's gonna be afraid of her and she's not gonna like her.
I love the fucking dynamic range on this. Ma'am, what is up with your fucking basically fetish outfit? You don't need to wear that. You could just wear normal clothes. You are a stay-in nurse. You don't need to dress up like some fucking nurse cosplay.
Hi. I'm here to help you. I know what you've been through.
Please, have a seat.
You have a beautiful house.
It was my family's farmhouse, but we don't do any farming anymore. So, have you spent much time in the country before?
No, not really.
Well, you're in for quite an experience.
Because it sucks.
All the noise and the hubbub, but
It's a lovely place, but I'm not here for a vacation, Mr. Overton.
I understand that.
This is
Dude, this is the most
we've had a
awkward
stranger
motherfucker.
with us. I know exactly how you feel. When I was a little girl, we had to have a nurse live in our house to take care of my mother who'd suffered a stroke. How horrible. Yes, but out of bad things, good things can come. That's what made me decide to become a nurse. I saw the
You're
tremendous
not
good you can do for
wrong, Elsie.
We will. Won't we, Michael?
Well, yes. Yes, of course we will.
I'm glad to hear that. I'd like to talk to you about Jody and what happened. Perhaps you could excuse us for a few minutes, Mr. Overton?
Please be respectful.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's okay with you, honey.
Of course. It's all right, Michael.
You're not super far off, Elsie. It's all fucking weird the whole way down.
I'm going to bed now.
You and Catherine finish your talk?
She was tired. She had a long day.
When did you change?
So where is she now?
I don't know. In a room, I suppose.
She didn't want to speak to me first?
No.
So none, Loaf Sneeze, is what you're saying.
So how was it?
How was what?
Your talk with Catherine.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Very
So
nice.
does that mean that you're happy that she's here?
Of course I'm happy, Michael.
You changed your tune real
Why wouldn't
fast.
I be happy to have professional help for Jody?
But I thought... I mean... It's very good, honey. It's the right attitude.
Oh yeah, no, Mike shows off that
You
he
know,
is a scumbag from the
This works
beginning.
out. I may be able to go back to work sooner than I thought.
Everyone else is a
fine.
slightly slower burn.
I thought you had a problem with me leaving you.
I think it would be good for you to go back to work.
Yeah, the struggle here is Mike basically needs to control everything.
Don't forget to say goodnight to Jody.
It's not just centering it around him, he needs to control everything. Which is why he needs to constantly keep tabs on where the nurse is. Why he was reticent to leave the room when they were talking. Also, look at this stupid looking fridge. Man, I feel like I should keep count of how many times Mike goes to get a beer. Oh no. Chat, we getting saucy. But yeah, no, Mike is a huge fucking scumbag. Now, okay, chat, I will say this, everyone in this game sucks, but for different reasons. It's just, Mike is pretty obvious from the get-go.
I didn't hear you say goodnight to Jody.
I think she's asleep. I didn't want to disturb her.
She's awake. I heard her right before you came in.
Okay, I'll be right back. Good night, Jody. Have good dreams.
Good night, Jody. Everyone say good night, Jody. Good night, Jody.
Good night, darling.
Jody is their child, yes, Mac. I like that I tried using the manual mute on my mic and it didn't work.
That was impressive. The way Catherine immediately seemed to penetrate Allison's shell and make contact. I have to admit that she gained more of Allison's confidence in a few minutes than I did in 6 months. Wonder what I was doing wrong. Maybe it's because she's a woman, though I prefer not to think in those terms. But God, she did look like an angel of mercy when she appeared in that white uniform.
No?
But what about that performance at the window? It almost seemed as if she knew that Michael was out there. What do you think?
Oh, John Hurt. That's a lot to ask.
Which of the following terms best describes the way Catherine appeared in her uniform?
I don't like any of these, honestly. Sinister.
God has an influence on my life.
Yeah, no, Mac. This is a live-in nurse. Not at all.
Is Catherine trustworthy?
No!
Which of the following terms best describes Michael?
None of these are controlling. I mean... Yes? Yes. Yes.
My drives might be put in the following order. Strongest first.
Oh, man. I would argue none of these are the correct order for me. None of these are the correct order for me. I disagree, game. None of these are the correct order. I'm sorry to tell you this. Okay, you know 4 isn't accurate, Elsie. I've talked repeatedly about how much I suck at sleep. I just like, what does self-preservation mean? How do you define this? Yeah, these are incorrect. These are bad choices. There should be 16 options, everyone. I just need to mention that. There should be 16 options. I mean, I don't know, man. You know what? For times like these, we have random.org. I'm gonna roll 1 through 4. Random.org says 3. Thank you, random.org.
Michael. Allison.
I mean, I'm gonna be real, chat. I think he hates her at this point. I think he has grown to resent Allison.
I would trust the mental health of myself or a loved one to a psychiatrist.
Allison Elsie is the wife. At any time. But yeah, no, I feel like, oh my god. But yeah, she's saying how great she got along with, Catherine. So yeah, once again, to clarify, the nurse is Catherine, the wife is Allison, and the main character is Mike. And Jody is their kid. Let's see. Can't stand to have... Yeah, so this is the other thing. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Let me fix that. Because this is a game that you should see my cursor for. Oh, no, you're capturing my cursor. Okay, good. So either way. Yeah, all caps and a really awful font. So, your boy's been pent up. Which is probably part of why I think he's grown resentful. Yeah, the text is not aligned at all, and it's great. Shall never be hurt. I'm glad that Catherine is here. Yeah, so, everything about this marriage is absolutely terrible. And honestly, I feel like he's only staying with her out of obligation. Time for the radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Betty Sharpstone. If you can't quite get your act together, if your issue is poor self-image and depression combined with a mix of self-pity, you need to read my new book, I Can't Stand Myself, 10 Ways Women Can Get a Life. I was a single mother. I worked my way through college.
Congrats.
I even managed to get a black belt in Taekwondo.
Unrelated, but okay.
So don't try to tell me that you can't do it. Quit whining and get on track. A trip to your bookstore and a mere $24.95 could change your life.
Buy my self-help book.
If I could personally come to your house to kick your butt, I would. But I can't. So I wrote a butt kicker of a book. Buy it today and listen to my daily radio show on KPRB. Now go out and get a life.
Tragically, Loaf Sneeze, you can't buy it. I'm sorry to tell you this. Yeah, no, everything about the advice this lady gives is terrible, and that's why it's great. Let's see, what else do we have in here? That's everything for here. Catherine's room. We have not been able to hug our inner shame boy yet, Archvile. I'm sorry to say. If memory serves, hugging your inner shame boy is actually pretty late in the game. At least at the midway point. I don't remember. It's like I'm just prepping something for later. Okay. That's what I'm guessing, Loaf Sneeze. Okay. Time for more cassette.
I just met with Allison.
Congrats.
It was very disconcerting. She reminds me so much of Colette.
Who?
The way Colette was when I first met her.
Who?
Damaged goods, the diamond covered with mud, all that. When I sat down next to Allison and took her hand in mine, I felt my neck and chest become flushed. It's not just her appearance that's similar to Colette's. It's that look in her eyes.
Ma'am, do not fuck your patient.
It's hard to describe it. At first they seem dull and lifeless, like the eyes of a corpse.
Ma'am, you're going to breach the fuck out of those ethics.
Just for an instant, you see a glimmer of life. You see her former personality. It's just the way she was before the accident. It's just fighting to get out. I can see that Allison's true self is warm and vibrant and sensual. And I'm gonna help her get it back. I know. Your mother.
Ma'am.
Here we go again with the Mother Teresa complex.
No, you don't. Don't you even say that.
Well, sometimes I wonder if I did become a nurse simply because I'm drawn to wounded people. But I know that I am good at what I do.
Are you?
No, not good. I'm excellent. And I really believe that we're here on this earth for a reason. My purpose in life is to help people get well.
I'm hovering over the button.
Michael and I had an immediate connection, the wrong kind of connection.
Mother Teresa was
have to be careful with him.
awful. Absolutely terrible. So honestly, it's pretty fitting, Archvile. Genuinely the worst. So actually, give me 1 second. I need to get some more water quick, and then we can keep on keeping on. Head on over to you. Now I'll be right back. Okay, I return. So yeah, I'm shaking. Allison looks shockingly like Colette, even though for an instant, I even thought for an instant that she was Colette. That old dizzying burn. It's been ages since it last weakened my knees. Now it radiates out from the center of my body. I held hands as I sat beside her on the sofa, wanting and not wanting her to be Colette. I don't think they noticed how distracted I was. Allison, my heart goes out to her, and Michael. I couldn't see him, but I knew he was out there alone in the dark watching. Okay, so yeah, she knew. But also, I'm not gonna read this because this is garbage, but just know, you can tell what kind of awful trash it's gonna be from just the header. Because yeah, she has case notes that you can read. And yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, let's go into the study. Can we read? Yes, we can. Chat, we can read. Chat, we can read. Yes. About the author. Arthur Merlin has been a therapist and guide for over 25 years. He's the author of I Walk Like a Man, The Underbelly of a Paternal America, Travels in My Mind, The Big Book of Macrobiotic Desserts, and The Goofy Sufi, a children's spiritual primer. He raises vicunas in Marin County with his wife and their 15 adopted children. Yeah, it was fucked up shit about intersex people specifically. Like, it was that, but the other day, a friend of mine, I'll call him John, phoned and asked me if I would like to get together for a cup of coffee. He told me he was having some problems with his wife and he needed some help. I've been a licensed therapist and family counselor for 25 years, and I could tell, just by the tone of John's voice, that he was in trouble. We met at a restaurant later that day. John walked up to the table and sat down with a big sigh. His expression had the shocked, dazed, blank, numb look I'd seen on the faces of victims after a terrorist bombing. Nice. Susan is leaving me, he said matter-of-factly, and stared at the menu without blinking. That's too bad, I replied. How did this come about? She says that I don't know how to love her, he said as he chewed on a fingernail. She says she doesn't love me anymore. I asked him how he responded to this. Let's see. I didn't know what to say. Said John as he rubbed his forehead. I just don't know what to say. I just didn't know what to say, so I stood there. That made her even madder. She packed a suitcase and left me. John's reaction is typical of a lot of men. He was raised by a stern, stoic father who said things like, only sissies cry, and be a man, and keep a stiff upper lip, and don't play with dolls, you look like a girl. John spent his entire childhood suppressing his emotions and feeling shame whenever he felt pleasure or love. Even masturbation, what typo. Masturbation was discouraged as a sinful, selfish act. John couldn't even love himself. John didn't want to go to the war in Vietnam, but his father shamed him into enlisting. When John came home from the war, his psyche was scarred and withered by that experience, but even then, he was shamed into suppressing his anger and fear. Yeah, jolking off, you're right. Archvile. Shame is the legacy of our Puritan ancestors. Shame is the heritage of our fathers. Shame is the seed we will pass on to our sons if we do not break the cycle. The shame boy is the little voice inside our heads that says, don't show emotion. Don't give your love freely. Don't look weak. In John's life, the shame boy had taken over his personality so completely that he appeared to be a callous, uncaring, cold man. In reality, John was a warm, loving, nurturing person. What I needed to do was show him how to turn the shame boy into the lover boy. The shame boy cannot be killed. The shame boy cannot be smothered. The shame boy must be hugged. By embracing the shame boy, it loses all power. It struggles at first, like a child throwing a tantrum. But after a while, it realizes it is helpless to resist and is filled with love. I gave John a mantra to repeat over and over again. Here's what I told him to say. I'm a good boy. I'm a happy boy. I'm a lover boy. He was instructed to sit in meditation for 1 hour every day and repeat the saying. Then I told him to stand naked in front of a full-length mirror and look at his body. He was encouraged to say, I'm a beautiful man. I'm a lovely man. I'm a lover boy. After, he was told to go for a long walk and say something nice to every living thing he met. A love walk. After 2 weeks, John called me up on the phone again. Let's go together for coffee, he said. I've got some news. I met John at the same restaurant. When he walked up to the table, he looked like a different man. His eyes were bright. His skin was a healthy tone. He smiled like somebody had just given him a big, neat prize. Susan came back, he said with glee. We're going on a trip to Hawaii. Sort of a second honeymoon. I asked him how this came about. I did everything that you told me to do, he replied. At first, I felt kind of silly, but then I really started to get into it. After a while, it was as if I could see the shame boy standing in the corner of the room, watching me. He had this real mean look on his face. He made fun of me. Then slowly, as if he couldn't resist, he started to smile. He started to go with me on my love walks. Soon, he was right there beside me, skipping, laughing. We said good morning to everyone we met. We had conversation with homeless people. We even spoke kindly to people we didn't really like. I remarked that this was quite a breakthrough. That's the least of it, said John. After 2 weeks of this, I met up with Susan. At first, she didn't even recognize me. When I told her I loved her, she practically fainted. Then we both cried together. She said it was a miracle. John started crying again, and I cried a little too. And there's more, said John. I visit all my old girlfriends and ex-wives. I've started warm, caring, beautiful relationships with all of them again. I asked him if these were sexual relationships. Well, at first they were platonic, said John, but after a while they started begging for it. Man, it's fantastic. I'm actually having 7 simultaneous relationships, and all of them are warm, caring, and loving. I told him this was quite the feat. Thank you, said John. I owe you my life. Without you, I never would have hugged the shame boy. When John left the restaurant, he could see his lover boy walking beside him and holding his hand. It made me cry all over again. There we go. I hope you enjoyed my reading of Hug the Inner Shame Boy, or whatever the fuck it's called. Let's see. More stuff about Catherine. Same thing as before. Yeah, it's true. He turned the Virgin into the Chad Thundercock. You're completely correct. God damn it, Loaf Sneeze! Gotta watch the VOD! So yeah. I need that water. Thank you. I think there are more, but that is the most notable one. Mrs. Randolph has arrived. I have to admit that she's nothing like I expected. First of all, she's very attractive and young. Oh. She did something really strange. She began unbuttoning her sheer blouse she was wearing. I have to admit that I was turned on. She gave me this sexy look. I couldn't help glancing at her breasts. I had a sudden impulse to touch them. It made me feel manipulated, though, like she was toying with me. Maybe she doesn't think about this stuff since she's a nurse, but it seems so inappropriate. For a second, I had the notion of firing her on the spot. I don't know. Was she flirting with me? Teasing me? It's hard to tell. I don't know if I like her. Every time I tried to start a conversation with her, she blew me off. Maybe she just wants to keep everything on a professional level, but I was hoping we would be working closely together to help Allie. While Mrs. Randolph was getting acquainted with Allison, I took a walk up the hills. I hadn't been there since before the accident. It's such a relief to be able to leave her alone. I realized I need to get away from the house more. Maybe now that the nurse is here, I can get back to work. Her breasts. She got them boo-boos. So yeah, there's that. And there's more. The other day I had a lunch with Leon. Who the fuck's Leon? We went to this crappy Mexican place he likes. He asked me when I was coming back to work, and I said that I didn't know. He told me about his niece who was paralyzed from the neck down in a bicycle accident. Everyone in the family was so hopeless and depressed. Everybody except the niece. She never gave up hope. It's been a struggle, but she's been going through physical therapy, and she's actually getting some feeling back. The doctors think she might be able to walk again someday. He told me that I should feel inspired by her story. He said that I should never give up hope. He also told me that I need to rely on my friends. Well, he's not really my friend. He's my boss, just a guy I work with. I've really only had one great friend of oh no, not the Mark Sievers story. Oh, Jesus. I'm remembering this. Mark Sievers, my best friend in high school, he was genuine natural. One of those guys who could do almost any sport with hardly trying. Mark was a daredevil too. He would jump 20 feet out of a tree or ride a motorcycle full throttle down a dirt road. At night, screaming like a maniac. Everybody loved him. They all had hopes for Mark. He was sure to get an athletic scholarship to a good college. Mark and his family moved into the house across the woods the summer before my freshman year. I was sitting in my tree fort one day when Mark climbed up through a hole in the floor. He had some dirty magazines in a joint. I had never seen one of these illicit things before. Mark got away with everything. People instantly liked him and trusted him. All the girls were in love with him, and he was incredibly lucky. He always won games or bets. He never lost a fight. Once he even evaded the police on his motorcycle when they were trying to get rid of him, to give him a ticket. He took off cross country, and they never caught him. The exploit became one of our high school legends. I can admit now that I was jealous of him. He exuded confidence. He never seemed to struggle at anything. He always got what he wanted, but he was a great friend. The kind of guy who would never let you down. During our junior year, Mark's family got this German exchange student come and live with them. She was beautiful, really tall and athletic, pretty face, blonde hair, sly, sexy smile. We both instantly fell in love with her. Her name was Susanna, and she exuded this powerful, sexy aura. The girls at school seemed like little kids compared to her. I was so jealous that Mark had this amazing creature stay. Amazing creature. Fantastic. Yeah, Carnival. It's all coming back. It's all terrible. It's garbage the whole way down. I was so jealous. He told me that he could smell her when he walked by her room at night. She didn't wear any perfume. It was just the scent of her. I need a beer. And then the rest is just about how thirsty this man was for her. Just like, even now, still being thirsty for this teen is certainly something.
The next TAT will be given in...
Yeah, I don't care. Basically, Archvile.
I couldn't sleep. I thought it'd be weird having someone new in the house, but... well, this is more than I bargained for. A lot more. I'm thinking about replacing her, but... no, Allison shocked me with her response to Catherine.
Oh, this is 98.
She's totally against the idea. And
Honora.
now she's acting like... I don't know. God, I wish I could stop thinking about
Oh, LZ, it gets worse. There's a reason I remember that story, is all I'm
I
saying.
need to get to bed. Warm milk. It's supposed to help you sleep. I hope it works.
It doesn't actually help you sleep. You could argue it does the opposite, technically speaking. Biologically speaking, it actually does the opposite. Okay, what else do we have in here? Yeah, the reason chat, I need to mention this. The reason I remember that story isn't because, man, that dude is thirsty. It's because it gets so much fucking worse. Okay, let's go to the bath. I just want you to understand that, chat. There's a reason I remember it. The Mark Seaver story is, incredible. Thank you, Mr. Motorcycle. Okay, let's see. Where is... There it is. Time for the next TAT. Yes, it is. That is how they spell it, LZ. Sorry, what drug is this supposed to be? I can't quite tell. Oh, it's Valium. Hell yeah. Wait, is that not the TAT? Oh, is... What is this? The magazine bin next to the toilet? Oh, are you the TAT? Yes.
When you 4-foot-long penises are...
Just my size!
Sometimes I dream about death and sex.
Okay, but like, okay, so the question I have here is, does it mean them separately or together? Like, we talking like murder fucking, or just like fucking or murder, but not necessarily together? Like, is it about draining someone dry or draining someone dry? Is basically my question here. So, like, I'm trying to figure out your angle, game. Trying to figure out your angle. Well, let's say yes, sure. I dream about a lot of death, actually. A lot of people have died in my dreams. Not me. And I want to mention, like, I've had horror dreams, but, like, they're not nightmares, because I'm not threatened or anything. It's weird. Let's say yes.
The following caption best describes this painting.
I like both of these. The ladies become very bored during the second act of a play, but I also really like Chloe and Cecilia practice their nipple tweaking. These are both very good. And I'm not sure which one I like more. I think this one's good, though. They just get very bored. To be fair, I feel the same way it plays. Not necessarily to the extent of pinching a nipple, but I get very bored during plays.
I often fantasize about being dominated.
False!
Do animals have souls?
Definitely not, because nothing has a soul.
She is going to kill herself because...
she's lonely.
During love play, which phrase is the most exciting?
I'm sorry, that made me punch my mic again. Look, I don't need to tell you whether or not I'm a dom or a sub, Lolo, okay? That is my business and nobody else's. That is between me and God. I mean... do me. I love you. You're beautiful. I'm going to die!
Being a eunuch would be kind of fun.
No!
Sex is the best thing in the world.
Not really. There are better things. It's not bad. It's pretty, but it's not the best thing. The best thing is Dragon's Dogma. I will have you know, chat. The best thing in the world is playing and beating Damien in Dragon's Dogma.
The boy kissing the woman is...
I don't like any of these. These are all terrible. The winds are pushing me into the... Let's see. I mean, Cupid. I'm saying Cupid because it makes me feel the least gross.
Most people equate sex.
Okay. Just because, like, the term "the little death" exists doesn't mean they actually do. And it's weird that you would assume this. Ah, yes, I love to hear the lamentations of their women, yes.
Would you like to watch these women having sex?
Only in person. I mean, not really. Not really. They're not anime enough.
I thought you were still sleeping.
I can't get it up unless they're a minimum level of anime.
I'm going over your wife's medication. And I think that using Valium as a depressant and Seconal as a sleeping pill is overkill. Ideally, we should wean her off of all medication.
No!
It's more like a doctor's decision, don't you think?
I will consult with Dr. Turner on this, of course. Is she awake?
No. She sleeps late most mornings.
I agree with Lolo. The only reason the term little death exists is because Shakespearean English wasn't evolved enough to have the word cummies.
We need to bring her out to a more active and self-rewarding existence. I take it you didn't always make breakfast.
There's a number of things I do now that I didn't do before. Allison hasn't cooked or baked a thing since Jody. Since the accident.
What are you? Oh yeah, we're changing you real quick.
Your wife is desperately holding on to the past. But by you doing things that you never did before, you're helping her to create an unreal world. A world of illusion, where she doesn't do the things she did before and is actually losing her grip on the past.
Makes sense. Wonder why Dr. Turner never put it that way.
Just trust me, please. I have a lot of experience with people in her state of mind.
Do you now?
We need to change things. Starting now.
Tell me more.
You're not intending to do anything shocking, are you?
No.
Not yet.
Just go upstairs and tell her it's time we all had breakfast.
It might be too abrupt.
It's not too abrupt. She'll understand that you have a stranger in the house and you want to make a good impression.
The mornings are always the worst. The depression, it's overbearing.
Do you want me to do it?
No.
Yeah, in theaters, June 9th.
Good. Tell her that I'd like to discuss Jody's breakfast.
I had to shrink Lameza down, but Lameza is going to be a very important part of the stream. Legs. That's just the game, LZ, actually. It's almost like the compression in this is really bad and the lighting isn't great. Also, it's supposed to be... I don't know what time of day they mean it to be. It's supposed to be the morning, but it's a little...
Allison. The nurse is down in the kitchen and she wants breakfast.
She wants the breakfast.
She wants to discuss Jody's breakfast with you.
Hey chat, I just want to talk about something really quick. I don't know why, but I have this image in my images folder. I feel the need to mention that.
I think you better
it doesn't serve a purpose.
Yes.
And like, I think I was gonna cut out the background, but I just need you to know that I have this image of beans for no real reason. Oh, shit's actually, hi John Hurt.
Oh, Catherine's certainly doing her job, isn't she?
It was definitely a
She seems to
remnant
be
of
having
Silent
the
Hill
right
2.
effect on Allison, but I'm not sure about the way she's affecting Michael.
Wink.
What about that bit of business under the table? Do you think she did that on purpose?
No, not really. I mean, people adjust
Michael
their legs
appears
all
to
the
be a little
time.
confused. I must admit, so am I.
I have bowel problems.
What? I'm sorry, is that what you're opening with, John Hurt?
Catherine is a tease.
I have no opinion.
Sometimes I wish I could control another person with the power of my mind.
Ah, yes. Famous song by Cole, With My Mind. Not really. I don't really feel that way. I do it with my mind when I can do it with my words.
Catherine can only relate to men on a sexual level.
No, we have no reason to think that. All we know is that Michael is a hornball. I disagree.
Prescription drugs are always good as long as they're prescribed by a doctor.
Okay, so this one I disagree with. Actually, I genuinely disagree with this one, but not for the reason the game thinks I do. Let me tell you about the opiate epidemic. I have no opinion, let's say, because it's definitely not for the reasons the game thinks it is.
Which of the following terms best describes Allison?
I mean, I'm gonna be real. It's manipulative, but... Oh, no. Allison... Pathetic. Pathetic. I ain't depressed. Also, yeah, some people are... I mean, let me tell you about... Okay, so that reminds me, Nora, of the... When I was a kid, and I got strep throat... Stories about Torpo. I got strep throat, and it was awful. So my doctor prescribed me with antibiotics. Specifically, it was a 10-day thing of amoxicillin, I think it was. And that was a fun experience, because by the end of the 10 days, I had hives, and I was starting to swell. And so I had to go to the emergency room. Or else I would have died. Fun Torpo facts. I almost died to amoxicillin.
I love to watch Allison knit. She sits so still like a statue, but her hands are moving incredibly fast. It's like she's in a trance.
I imagine what those hands could do to me.
By the ghost of the State Fair knitting.
I wish those hands could fuck me up.
I'm walking out in the garden and the wisteria's blooming and the air smells of honey.
Why honey?
Whoa! Hello? Did I break this thing? A big fat bumblebee just flew into my head and I dropped the recorder. Well, I'm okay now. The recorder appears to still be working.
The hives and swelling were basically a same-day thing in Aura.
I'm standing by an old
But the
barn
hives came
watching
first for a little while.
Birds build a nest. They're so busy.
Wasps?
Can you hear them chirping? One of them has some golden stuff in his beak that he's weaving into the nest.
It's
It
your
looks like
hair. It's your hair.
Now he's flying up to the
The
house.
bird wants to sniff it.
He's going to the window of my bedroom.
He's stealing your hair.
Oh my gosh! He's taking the hair out of my brush that I left on the windowsill.
That's gross.
Oh, how neat.
Is that neat?
They're using my hair to help build their home.
Okay. Sure, ma'am. What do we got today? Condoms. Oh, good. So, chat, once again, another one of her beautiful stories about a lady just collecting used condoms. That's it. She just collected used condoms and put them in a box. That's it. She's a very well-dressed woman, and once again, more about how this lady was fucking a patient. So yeah. General rule of thumb, don't fuck your patient. Like, she's shit-talking all these doctors and about them giving her a guff after fucking a patient. And it's like, ma'am, don't shit where you eat. General rule of thumb, do not shit where you eat. Tantra. Oh, the sacred techniques of Tantra. Oh, the yoni or lingam massage. Whoops. Well, I don't care. Let's see. Yeah, it's great because she's clearly done lingam these nuts nice. Some real questionable stuff. I'm good at talking, everyone. That's why I'm the streamer and you aren't. Or some of you are, but whatever. Let's see. The paradox, love with ecstasy. God, this is some shit poetry. Some real fucking weak-ass poetry. Let's see. Anything in the bathroom?
Oh, hi. Catherine told me about you, and I was a little scared at first. I thought I'd be afraid when we first met, but she assured me that it'd be okay. And you know what? She was right. You know, I thought I'd hate having her here, and now for the first time in months, I feel hopeful. I can't believe it. Michael tries hard, he really does, but he doesn't understand. I mean, he's Jodi's father, and he's a very good father, but it's different being a mother. I think only a woman could really understand. Even Dr. Turner doesn't get it, but Catherine does. She really does.
Also, it's really weird and confusing about the player character being, in the game. Chat, I need to mention this again, because it's contextualized as if the tragedy had already happened. As if the story already played out, but somehow we're visiting all these people in between each of these events, and it is super confusing. Ooh, erotic art. Whoa. Oh.
The next TAT will
I don't care. Let's see. Nothing. In the kitchen. What do we got over here? Ooh. Oh, it's the same thing we read before. Shrink in the clink. Dude is fucking his patients. Oh, it's time to read more about the Mike Sears story. Also, once again, here's her whole thing. Okay, so, doesn't like her going off of the drugs. Catherine reminds him of Susanna. And yeah, hasn't fucked since the accident. But yeah, most importantly, his friend and Susanna were boning, and he got really jealous of them boning, and wish he was the one boning her, because they boned in front of him, and it was really weird and awkward, and I don't know why. But then he started fantasizing her, and then she was on the pill, so they boned down all the time, her and Mark. Yada yada. The smell of her and the feel of her mouth and tongue. But yeah, so fantasizing about Catherine because she reminds him of Susanna. But really, That's not the one the part that I remember. But, let's go to the master bedroom. God, that would have been a 30-second long animation. I don't got time for that. More of this Drek. Country Road, Farmhouse, Jody.
Hello, this is Dr. Turner.
Hi, John Hurt.
You have reached the Chrysalis Institute. If you would like to make an appointment, please call back during business hours,
I
Monday
will.
through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thank you for your call, and remember, to become a butterfly, one must first be nurtured in a protective cocoon.
That's a
Goodbye.
terrible motto. That's an awful motto. Who signed off on that? Was it you, John Hurt? Oh, the icon's down here. So this is basically main menu. This is jump straight to the TAT, and this is the map. Let's see.
Hi, Dr. Betty. I love your show. It's changing my life.
Thanks, Sally. How can I help?
Well, I've got a little problem.
That's why people call in. Can you turn your radio off? We're getting feedback.
Oh, sorry.
I hate that there's
That's
feedback
better.
in this.
Now,
I'll get right to the point. My husband and I are having problems in the bedroom.
sexual problems.
Yeah. You see, Matt just doesn't know how to please me.
Have you talked about it?
Sure.
Have you been to any kind of therapy for couples?
Yes, we went for 6 months. Nothing worked.
So your husband knows what you want, but he won't give
I
it
need to
you.
know what she's into.
Precisely. He thinks I'm too, kinky.
He has a problem with your bedroom fantasies.
Yeah, he's offered to do everything but that one thing, and it's driving me crazy.
And the one thing is?
I can't mention it on the air.
No, say it,
Oh,
coward.
come on, Sally. It's the 90s.
That's what I tell Matt all the time.
Let me take a wild guess. Does your husband have a problem with oral sex?
Not at all.
So what's the problem, Sally?
He won't wear the rubber Nixon mask.
So you're not far
I'm
off,
sorry, Sally.
Heretic Soul.
What did you say?
He won't wear the Richard Milhouse Nixon mask. He thinks it's weird.
It is weird.
You want him to wear a Nixon mask when you make love.
Yeah.
And he thinks you're weird.
Yeah. Isn't that silly?
Sally,
Yes.
you need help.
You do. Sorry, man, but you do. I mean, I've heard of weirder stuff, but also anyone who fantasizes about Nixon is clearly a terrible person.
Where is this couple now?
Oh, man. Let's see. Where's this couple now? In the ground.
Around her neck, she is wearing a...
Magic amulet.
Dressing little boys up like girls will make them into homosexuals.
False!
Are girls smarter than boys?
Sometimes.
The dog is thinking.
Dogs... Okay. I have to go outside.
When I die, I want my body to be...
Left to rot.
Men who wear robes are...
Weird. I hate robes. All of these are terrible, I'm gonna be real. Just every one of these is garbage. Also, I love, like, Tiny Jesus. Fashionable.
Why are the little girl's shoes so small?
Because the artist sucks.
Who is the figure behind the lions?
The animal trainer, obviously, you fucking idiot.
Good morning.
slept so late.
Yes, well, we have to get on a schedule, so it's best we start right away.
Okay.
You can go upstairs and get dressed, Mr. Overton. We'll call you when we're ready.
Okay, bye.
Well, go on, Michael. Michael.
All right.
Michael, listen to your fucking wife. I know you're in a loveless, sexless marriage, but come on. The struggle, too, is that ultimately Mike is in a position where no matter what, he cannot win. Oh man, the compression is getting real bad. I can't even make out his face. Mike, what happened to your face? Oh my god, Mike, your face.
What's up?
Allison wants you to do that later.
Why? I'm almost finished and it's supposed to rain.
It would be really helpful to
Because it's hot out, LZ.
What possible difference could it make?
Jody's trying to take a nap and you're keeping her awake.
So it's like, the issue here is that, like, I fucking hate Mike. Mike sucks. He's a huge scumbag, but also Catherine is incredibly hostile.
Where are your boys? I told Allison I'd give Jody a sponge bath. In the beginning, it's going to be very important for me and for you to follow through and do the things we say we're going to do. I have to win her complete confidence. You understand that, don't you?
Of course.
After you shower and change, I have a list of groceries I'd like you to get.
Think I need a shower? Maybe I should have a sponge bath.
Do not sexually harass the nurse, Mike. Just don't. God, I love how crunchy this compression is. Exactly, Carnival. Doors.
Hi, Mrs. Greenstreet. I know I don't have an appointment, but I really need to speak with Dr. Turner for just a minute.
He's with a patient.
Well, can I wait?
He's got a very tight schedule.
I'll just wait a few minutes.
He's due at the state hospital immediately after this appointment, and he's running late.
It's important that I see him very briefly.
Is this an emergency? Is your wife with you?
No. I just came from...
Then perhaps I can schedule an appointment for you.
No, look. It is an emergency. I really need to talk to him.
Please have a seat. And when he's through with his session, I'll ask when he can see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't just burst into a fucking office and expect to get an appointment. It doesn't work that way, buddy. These people are professionals, and they are busy, and they have shit to do, and also he's probably fucking his patients.
What are you looking at?
Ma'am, are you not gonna schedule another appointment? You're not gonna check out? No? Okay.
Mr. Overton insisted on seeing you. I told him you were fully booked, but he said it's an emergency.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Michael. Come on in.
Also, yes, Mike 100% deserved that.
Sit down. What's wrong, Michael?
I'm sorry. It's really not an emergency. Just the only way I could get Mrs. Greenstreet to agree to let me stay.
Yes, she tries to keep me on schedule. So, what's up?
Well, the therapist has arrived.
I know. She called me.
Oh, she did? Well, she never told me. She was critical of Allison's medication.
We did discuss it. But now that she's there, then I think we stand a good chance of getting Allison off some of the drugs.
Then you agree with her?
You don't?
I didn't think she was qualified to make those
Is
decisions.
she? It's her job.
I didn't want to appear critical of her either.
Once again, Mike is just super controlling
I
and
understand.
kind of a big scumbag.
She is very experienced dealing with people in trauma. How does Allison feel about her?
Oh, much better than I expected.
Mike really likes second-guessing professionals.
That's a good thing, then.
Well, I suppose.
You don't like her, is that it?
No, it's not that I don't like her.
Has there been
It's just that I don't like her. It's very simple.
Her methods seem unorthodox.
How so?
Well, she's very authoritarian, for one thing. She's virtually bossing me around in my own house.
You deserve it. Also, she is the professional.
Catherine is used to a lot of responsibility. She was a head nurse at a very young age. She is extremely intelligent, you know.
Is she?
Although her name is Mrs. Randolph, I get the feeling she no longer has a husband.
Hey, Dementian.
Divorced quite recently.
Yeah. Guess she's better at solving other people's problems than her own.
Buddy!
The failure of a partnership should not be a condemnation of the people involved, Michael.
Exactly.
Sometimes things are just not meant to be.
Sometimes people just
Of course. I don't know why I said that.
fall apart.
Is there anything else?
Other times,
the most important
one
point,
party is significantly worse than the
She
other.
seems to be humoring Allison too much.
Humoring her?
Yeah, I guess I expected her to be dealing in reality, but she just seems to be fostering the illusion. I mean, I just think she's going about it all wrong.
Is she?
Well, she is very experienced at this sort of thing.
She is the professional.
You've been dealing with Allison's condition for what? 6 months now?
Yes, just over.
She has an enormous task, you know. And a major step would be for her to gain Allison's trust.
That's what she says.
Well, she's not lying.
No, I'm sure she isn't.
What?
I guess you think it's dumb for me to be so worried.
Oh, of course not. But you must try not to feel so anxious. We're watching.
You need a little bit of trust.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Well, thanks for your time.
There's a safety net there.
Strange seeing yourself like that. I thought I handled it rather well, though, don't you? I mean, if I knew then what I know now, I might have altered my approach somewhat, but given the circumstances, I think my responses to Michael's concerns were, well, appropriate, to say the least. Wouldn't you agree?
The word which best describes Mrs. Greenstreet is
efficient. She's doing her job.
Do you think that Allison has ever been unfaithful?
She doesn't strike me as the sort. She's just kind of in a bad situation.
When it comes to abortion...
I mean, pro-choice, obviously.
Catherine was wrong to make Michael stop mowing the lawn.
I have no opinion.
A term that might describe my own sexuality would be...
What? Oh no. Chat, you can't see what I choose. This is private. Oh no. Oh no.
How do you feel in the company of highly intelligent people?
Hey, actually, you know, I need to take out an item now that I think about it. Okay, perfect. All right, let's move this over a teensy bit. Okay, now we're good. Okay, now we're good. How do I feel in the presence of intelligent people? Define intelligent people. I mean, comfortable, I guess? I don't know how to answer that one. I don't know what you expect of me, game. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nope, nope, nope. Not touching that one. No, 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 no.
The next TAT will be given in...
Not even gonna read that one. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Greenstreet.
I don't know about you, but I think this situation isn't good. Not good at all. Could even be dangerous. Mrs. Overton really doesn't need her husband undermining her therapy.
You're right.
That poor woman. Not that I think Mrs. Randolph is the Florence Nightingale of psychiatric care, but she is a professional psychotherapist, and Dr. Turner is certainly enthusiastic. Perhaps a little too enthusiastic. Well, it's my lunch hour, and it's wasting away. Keep an eye on him for me, will you?
I have no
and
choice.
Maybe you should watch out for our nurse-turned-therapist. She's a bit too clever for her own good, if you ask me.
I hate that Mrs. Greenstreet here is on point for basically the entire game. Pretty much the entire thing she is absolutely correct on. Let's see. Parent. Oh, married parent of a 5-year-old. Medicine for depression. Describes childhood. Parents battering each other. Oh, good. Alcoholic parents. Okay. Should we be reading these? I feel like this is a huge breach of HIPAA. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's the issue, Elsie, is I have no clue, like, where we actually stand in the plot, because we both exist outside of and in it. We are witnessing as it happens and talking to characters as it happens, but it's already happened? Munchausen, nope. Not touching that one.
When you... Out of the following, which dancer best personifies your personality?
HIPAA. Shark Vega. Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Mac, is like, they are breaching HIPAA by letting us read it. I don't know who any of these people are outside of Paula Abdul. So we're doing Baryshnikov.
Often, I laugh out loud for no good reason, and then feel like a fool.
No, I actually don't laugh a whole lot unless I'm with other people. For me, laughing mostly is a social thing, which sounds weird to say out loud, but I hope y'all understand what I mean.
If I was stuck behind the lines in enemy territory, I would most want to have...
a map.
Modern art is mostly obscene.
No!
This image makes me think of...
Also, I just, like, a lot of old art is incredibly horny. Let's see. A hot fucking mess. None of the above.
I enjoy gutting a fish.
I do threaten people by saying I will gut them like a trout.
If death came knocking at my door, I would...
Tell him to fuck off. Put up a good fight, I'm not a coward.
The artist who painted this...
All of these are incorrect. Let's say has a unique vision.
Looking at art makes me depressed, because I am so untalented.
Not really. I wish I could draw. I wish I could do art. But, like, looking at good art is nice, and it definitely doesn't make me feel like shit.
Michael! Oh, Michael!
Why, you look so excited. What's going on?
It's Jody.
What about Jody?
She's sitting up. She's sitting up in bed.
Really?
Oh my god, she's sitting up,
Catherine
chat.
got her to do it. We were just talking about how she needed to try.
Jody's on the recovery.
She should be sitting up in bed. And she went right upstairs and got her to do it. Just like that. Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Jody's sitting up in bed, chat.
You gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Do what?
She wants her own television for her room. She wants her own television.
Catherine wants her own television set.
Yes.
Isn't a TV expensive?
No, Jody wants her own television. She's sitting up now, and she wants her own television set.
Oh.
Well, Michael.
That's expensive is what it is, chat.
I'm happy about this.
I am. It's such a surprise.
Isn't it, though? It's because of Catherine. That woman can work miracles.
Your hair looks great. What'd you do to it?
Well, Catherine did it. You will do it, won't you, Michael?
I didn't even notice the difference, but also compression's a bitch.
That's what she wants.
She does.
First, I gotta get the groceries in the house.
Let me help.
No, that's okay. I got it.
I'm not helpless, you know.
I know.
And she just drops it on the ground. Granted, it's not exactly like this dude's hurting for money.
Where's Catherine now?
She's upstairs doing her meditation. She does it faithfully for 1 hour every day. While she's doing it, she can't be disturbed.
Was that right?
Michael, whatever she's doing, it takes a great deal of concentration. She's going to teach me how to do it.
Oh, won't that be swell?
Mike already starting to just be a huge dick bag.
Look at this stuff.
Yeah, only 2 bags of groceries.
Health cereals, a carrot cake with no, underlined, no artificial ingredients. This stuff is expensive. If you ask me, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Soy milk, for Christ's sake.
Michael.
It just pisses me off that I have to go out and get all this stuff.
Nothing is too great a sacrifice or an effort if it will help Jody.
God.
You're right.
And now immediately to him, outside, sad in the rain, drinking a beer. That's right. Beer counter goes up 1.
Michael, could you go up to Jody's room and get her drawings and her notebooks? And her report cards, too?
What do you need those things for?
Well, Catherine wants them. She wants to know all about Jody so she can work with her better.
For crying out loud, Allison. I don't know where those things are.
They're in the bottom 2 drawers of her dresser. Could you
Hug your inner soy boy. Chat.
She's probably asleep.
Hug your inner soy boy.
Catherine is amazing.
What are you talking about?
I just didn't know that she understood you so well.
What do you mean?
Well, she said that you would say exactly what you did.
Look, Allison, if you want me to go upstairs and get Jody's stuff for school, I'll do it. It's no big deal.
That's good, Michael. Thanks.
Good for Michael, and Jody, and Catherine, and Allison. I'm glad they're all doing great. You know, valid, Elsie. Valid. Yeah, Mike is, pretty straightforward. Also, please appreciate these operatic vocals. The soundtrack is putting in so much work, and I can respect them, but oh man. I mean, I wish it was Dutch, Elsie. I wish the angle was more Dutch. Vroom vroom. This soundtrack is doing so much work. So yeah, their kid's dead as a doornail. And just immediately cut.
I've worked with patients in severe denial before, but never anyone who's suffered to the same extreme as Allison. And that's actually why I introduced Catherine into the process. Virtually her first case, once she became a licensed therapist, was with a young man in Portland.
Ah, but Lenora, he's white.
Similar trauma after the death of his mother. And Catherine's effect was remarkable. I was somewhat removed from the case and don't really know how she did it. But I saw Danny in his before and after conditions. And the results were astonishing. She's good. She's very good.
I mean, she's good when she's not trying to fuck her patient, which is kind of the issue here.
Do you believe Michael has ever been unfaithful?
Oh, without a doubt! Yes!
Sometimes, when I'm drunk, I get angry and break things.
No, but I also don't drink. I actually don't even know how I am drunk, because I've never drank enough to get drunk. Because I, chat, have a wonderful, very sensitive palate, so that when I drink anything alcoholic, all I can taste is alcohol. No matter what it is, how well flavored it is. The only time I haven't was with a drink that you really shouldn't drink too much, because it is deceptive. Because I had the only drink I was able to stomach was a mixed drink called a Miami Vice, and it is incredibly, incredibly sweet and fruity. And you should never drink too much of it because you can get drunk easily without even realizing it. Because you cannot taste the alcohol. It's like strawberry, coconut, and rum, essentially.
Swearing offends me.
Not at all. I fucking swear all the time, dude.
Who was driving the car when it ran into the tree?
I mean, obviously it was Michael.
Did you think that Jody was still alive?
No, but I also knew the difference. Elsie, the point is, I fucking hate the taste of alcohol.
I am hostile toward people who lead alternative lives.
What does that mean? No!
Catherine isn't handling this situation very well.
I agree, but not for the reasons you think.
Can a woman be both passive and sexy?
What? Tell me your feelings on a sexy pillow princess. Sure. Let's look at the countertop. Wow. Valium. Let's see. Let's head on down to the living room. See if there's anything down there. I don't think there is. But kitchen. Look, we actually watched a full transition for once. What are you? Let's see. Carrot cake. Organic carrots, organic lettuce, organic tomatoes, grown eggs. Toffee? No, I think that... organic cranberry juice, soy milk, fat-free granola. I'm not sure what that's saying. Let's see, organic herbal shampoo. No animal testing. Also, let's see. 1 grain bread, 7 grain bread, I think. Herbal essence, caffeine, free tea. Tofu, yeah, it is tofu. You're right, tofu. Still not sure what this one is, though. But more importantly, chat, remember the organic herbal shampoo. Hold on to that in your mind. Because the organic herbal shampoo is one of my favorite plot points. Because the organic herbal shampoo is responsible for probably my favorite scene in the game. Let's see. So this is about when him and Allison met. They fucked a lot. They fucked a lot. And also, there was Allison's roommate who he also wanted to fuck. And did, at Allison's behest. Let's see. And this is about just everything. I do love I stumble backwards and fall to the ground. It's dreamy. In the dream, I'm walking through the house in the daytime. Nobody's home. Everything is quiet and still. I looked outside towards the pasture. I see a scarecrow hanging limp on the wooden cross. I walk outside, across the field. The closer I get to the scarecrow, the more scared I get. The scarecrow looks like a person, a man. I can't see his face. I stop an arm's length away. An old straw hat covers the man's features. I stare with horror at his hands, nailed to the old boards. The blood is dried and caked on. Suddenly the man twitches. I stumble backwards and fall on the ground. The scarecrow turns his head slowly and looks towards the sky. His eyes are sunken. His skin is cracked from exposure, but I can still recognize who it is. It is my face. It is me. Yeah, so apparently he's had a repeating dream of the scarecrow. Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, so this is the reason I remember the Susanna story, chat. I'll read it out. I can't stop thinking about Mark, or maybe it was Susanna I'm dwelling on. It was Susanna's birthday party, and everyone had forgotten to get ice cream for the cake. Mark volunteered to run to the store. He got hit by a drunk driver as he drove home. He was in a coma. The doctors didn't know if he'd ever come out of it. Susanna and I were alone in the hospital room with him. I had my arm around her, holding her close. My face was touching hers. We were both overwhelmed by what had happened. We were scared and shocked and anguished. I could feel her hot tears rolling down my cheeks. I licked my lips and tasted her tears. And then the strangest thing happened. Something about the feel and taste of her tears sent this powerful electric sensation rushing through my body. I held Susanna closer to me. She must have felt it too, because she opened her eyes wide and stared at me. All these emotions, sorrow and lust, loss and gain, all of them mingled together and pulled us together like a spell. We started kissing passionately, touching each other's bodies, surprised and thrilled by unexpected desire. Susanna led me to the spare bed in the room, and we made love while my best friend lay dying. So, Mike has always been a fucking scumbag. This was never in question. Hey, not dead, he was dying. And that was why he had the scarecrow dream for the first time. I too love the idea of boning over my comatose friend's body. Let's see. Yeah, let's hug the inner shame boy, which you already did.
The next TAT...
I don't care! Look, man, nothing gets me more aroused than the idea of boning down with the girl of my best friend, my best friend's friend with benefits, over his dying body. Just love boning my bestie's friend with benefits over his dying body. It feels great. It's a rush. Power I've never... Oh my god, I don't care. Like you wouldn't believe. You ain't live until you done it.
We have Pat on the line.
Hello, Dr. Betty.
Hi, Pat. What's on your mind?
My husband doesn't want me anymore.
Do you know why?
He doesn't find me attractive.
Why not?
I don't know.
Is there something wrong with you?
I don't think so.
Your husband just all of a sudden stopped being attracted to you.
Yes.
You don't have sex anymore?
Nope.
Not for 2 years.
Damn.
And I can't figure it out. I never felt unattractive before. But now I'm starting to feel like maybe I am ugly. That maybe I've been deluding myself all of my life.
Maybe you are.
Maybe when people said that I was beautiful, they were just being nice.
Maybe you were ugly the entire time.
What do you mean?
Describe yourself.
Well, I'm very tall. About 5'10". And I have long blonde hair.
Tell me more.
I have very high cheekbones.
Go on.
My body is shapely.
Tell me more.
I have a 36, 24, 36 figure. A lot of men tell me I look like that Italian actress.
That Italian lady.
Sophia Loren.
Well, Pat, it sounds like your husband needs a healthy dose of testosterone if he can't manage to have sex with somebody who looks like you.
Really, ma'am?
He's having sex.
With whom?
With Mom.
Oh!
Your husband is having sex with your mother?
For the past 2 years.
How long have you known this?
Look.
I just found out last week. I went over to Mom's house to help her change her sheets.
You help your mother change her sheets?
Some people are into older women. Some people are into geriatric women.
Doing housework.
She has trouble getting around from walking bow-legged from my husband. Oh.
600 pounds?
She's very big boned. And she's pushing 68.
She's 68 years old?
Anyway, I was looking under the bed, and I found a box of letters.
Look, man, some people know what they like.
Love letters from George to Mom. Very lewd love letters.
Well, it's pretty simple, Pat. Your husband is a geriatric obesophile.
A whatophile?
I'm sorry.
Fat old women.
Well, what can I do to get him back?
You want him back? Are you nuts? This guy is screwing your mother.
But I love him.
Well, you better start feeding your face because that's the only way you're going to get him back. So go out and get a bag of potato chips, Pat. I'm Dr. Betty.
Dr. Betty, that was the worst advice I've ever heard. You just... Everyone here is terrible, and I can appreciate that. You know what, though? Moms need love, too. That's all I'm gonna say. Moms need love, too. I need to touch this. Time to hear more about breaches of ethics.
Something very interesting happened today. We were making dinner and Allison cut her finger while chopping vegetables. It was a bad cut, but she just quietly stared with fascination at the blood dripping out of the wound. I overcame my urge to bind the finger because I knew something important was happening. I figured she was having a flashback to the accident. I wonder what somebody would have said if they had just seen me watching her bleed like that, but I couldn't interrupt it, though. I had to see where it would lead.
I liked watching her watch herself bleed.
It seemed a lot longer. She started to tremble uncontrollably. And that's when I stepped in and washed and bound the wound.
It was great. The rush, the thrill.
A couple of hours. She sat at the kitchen table, staring into space. It reminded me of when we went bike riding that one time and you flew over the handlebars and landed on your palms in the gravel, and you just sat there, plucking the stones from your bloody hands with the serene, rapt expression on your face.
I hate when she said plucking the stones from your hands, because it reminded me of something that happened to me when I was but a wee slime.
I wonder if Allison
That was not dissimilar and also very unpleasant. When I, you know, I probably shouldn't describe it because it will gross you fuckers out. Just know that I fell down in an area near a dock that had a bunch of gravel and glass. And so, yeah. Took a bit of time to clean it. Let's see. Like, we're talking little glass shards, mind you. Let's see. Yeah, he's thirsty. So yeah, Mike is thirsty, and that's why they're going at it. This is about a 14-year-old girl who had 800 sexual partners. From all walks of life. And recorded in a notebook. Everything about their schlongus and their spooge. Yeah, no, it was great having to take tweezers and pick out the... I said I wouldn't, but whatever. Pick out the glass in not pebbles, but, you know, tiny little rocks in the bathtub. Because I was pretty little, so my mom was doing it, and it sucked.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Michael went to see Turner. I half expected it. Turner wants me to keep Michael more informed, if that's going to help anything. She'd be a lot better off if he went back to work and let me get on with my job.
Naren, you see,
I'm making a lot of progress with
I'm
her.
playing this because I need to get the FMV garbage compulsion out of my system
so resistant.
before Bear comes
Part
back.
of my job is trying to untangle the mess he's created for the past 6 months. Turner's not much help either.
Bear has been complaining to my good buddy. Whoop.
But it never
Real
ceases
Soviet
to
Bear.
amaze me how out of touch psychiatrists can be with what's really troubling their patients.
My good buddy, Real Soviet Bear, has complained to me that, Torpo, you're playing way too much garbage games, including FMV, but just garbage in general. So can we please do something good next time? No. Not the bear, Mac. My friend, Real Soviet Bear. What is this track? You can't hear it. Let me turn it up. What is this track? Yeah, exactly, Archvile. It means there's a witch nearby. But, yeah, so... It's basically not harsh exposure therapy. Basically, actually, yes, Naren, is I'm undergoing this trial to remove the bad humors. So that next time I can face Bear with a fresh face and say, yes, we're gonna play a good game. Or at least a decent one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was, in fact, the real sicko all along. So, oh.
When you've concluded this test, you will return to the story.
Yeah, I know.
Do you wish...
Let's see. The title of this is Throwing Pennies.
The title of this is Throwing Pennies in a Wishing Well. Do wishes really come true?
Sometimes.
The child who drew this is
Imaginative.
Adults should act more like kids.
Honestly, no opinion, because I do agree to some extent. Some people are way too fucking serious, but to another extent, it's also no. Some people are too childish for their own good.
If my dog bites somebody, I am responsible.
Yes.
Long car trips are...
Yes, exactly. This is real garbage. This right here is absolute trash. But my problem is, I have a soft spot for trash FMV, and this calls to me with its siren song. Exactly, Mac. Let's see, a waste of fossil fuel.
When you're done painting, you should...
Show Mummy and Daddy your pictures.
The best game to play at a birthday
No matter
party
how
is...
saucy the picture you're drawing is. See that Sonic and Knuckles porn you just drew? Show it to your parents. Best game to play at a birthday party is... What is Pass the Orange? I know all of these except for Pass the Orange. Also, is this just like a picture of dudes pissing at a urinal or something? Or is it supposed to be a birthday? Either way, hit the piñata. I like hurting things.
When I was a child, I was afraid of the dark.
No, I was afraid of things that came with the dark, though. Like when I was a little kid, I was afraid of vampires, which is why I always closed my window at night.
Childhood is because you're...
I mean, can I choose none of these? Because they're all kind of garbage. I hate all of these. Childhood is scary because you're small. It's blissful because you're protected, and lonely because you're helpless. Childhood is not lonely at all, I disagree. Childhood is when it is easiest to make friends. As you get older, it gets harder and harder to put yourself out there and meet new people and make friends, and I will stand by this. It's scary and small.
Teasing is a natural part of childhood and should be encouraged.
False! Don't be a fucker.
The word mom makes me feel...
Okay, so like, chat, I do want to say this really quick. I am impressed by this game's restraint by not making one of these options aroused. I am disappointed in the game for showing restraint, because if you're going to be garbage, go all garbage. But I'm impressed by its restraint. I mean, I don't know, happy, I guess? My point stands, Shark Vega.
Excuse me.
Some people are into MILFs, don't worry about it.
Yes?
This thing with the television.
What thing?
Bringing a set in and actually hooking it up.
What about it?
Well, it's ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
Oh? Why?
Who's gonna watch it?
Who listens when you come in and say goodnight to Jody? Is that ridiculous too?
Allison does. I do that for her.
I do it for
And do this
her.
too. Everything that I'm doing is for Allison. And I'd appreciate it if you weren't so critical of every move that I make.
I'm not critical. I'm questioning.
That's what being critical is.
Then why did you complain to Dr. Turner about me?
Oh, so that's what this is all about.
No. What this is about is you interfering in a very critical process about which you know very little. Aren't you interested in your wife making progress?
Of course I am.
Can't you see how well she's doing?
I'm not so sure she is making progress.
She's downstairs making your breakfast. And she's happy.
Her happiness is all based on illusion. I mean, she thinks Jody survived the accident, and you're encouraging her.
You coddled her illusion for 6 months, and you had a depressed, dysfunctional wife all that time. I've been here for 2 days, and you're already seeing results. Do you want me to leave?
Please.
No.
Then I insist you permit me to do my work the way it has to be done.
I mean, look, Honora, the definition of MILF has become incredibly complicated. It is more of an aesthetic these days than it is an actual descriptor. It is a look specific. God, I know that feeling. The concept of MILF has become deeply muddied.
It's done.
What's she watching?
Oh, I turned the set off. She was sleeping.
She'll be so excited when she wakes up, don't you think?
Boy, I'm starving. It's been a long time since I've had Allison's pancakes.
These are delicious.
Thank you.
They do, Honora, but meanings change over time. In part because of porn.
Catherine thinks we should get a pet for Jody.
A what?
A little dog like Punky.
No. Animals are out of the question. What are you thinking about?
Just trying to find ways to bring life back into the house, Mr. Overton.
She's right, Michael.
Yeah, but with Jody so confined, it might be too much of a tease.
Or an inspiration.
We could get one just like Punky.
Okay. I'll go to the animal shelter. I'll see if they have one like Punky. And if they don't, I'll just ask them to let us know the minute one comes in.
Why not get a different kind? Allison, from what you told me
Why?
about her dog's death and how painful it was, we shouldn't remind her of it.
She does have a point, don't you think so, Michael?
Yes, we did. We got to the part where he fucked next to his dying friend. With his dying friend's fuck buddy.
Thank you, Michael. You're the most wonderful husband ever.
Ma'am, your standards for wonderful husband are really low.
See with a patient?
No. But no, you can't go in there.
Look, Mrs. Greenstreet, I just need 5 minutes of his time. It's important.
What is it, Michael?
I'm sorry to barge in on you like this, Dr. Turner, but Catherine, I mean, Mrs.
John
Randolph
Hurt is
really
here to
going too
seduce
far.
Mike.
I thought she was doing rather well.
She had me put a television in Jody's room, and now she's making me go to the animal shelter to get a dog.
It's not like you paid extra for the
Yes, for Jody.
television.
Can you believe it?
Michael, Mrs. Randolph, Catherine does know what she's doing.
I don't think so.
She's the professional, not you, Mike. What degree do you have, Mike?
Hello, Michael.
Ma'am, how the fuck did you get here so fast?
Michael is concerned with your approach to Allison.
How did you... Are you a wizard?
Yes, I heard.
Ma'am, are you a fucking wizard?
Catherine was just telling me that Allison, in fact, has recovered a lot of energy, and that her
How did you get here?
lethargy has disappeared. Would you agree?
Yes. I guess so.
Tell me your secrets.
Done.
Catherine, how did you do this? Isn't there only like one car?
You seem unsure.
Yes, she has a lot of energy.
She's also free of any indication of depression.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Is this true, Michael?
That's how it appears to be, but... Allison
Exactly, Mac. It's incredible. And
alive.
yeah,
Catherine's
that
making
is
it
an important part of the process.
Sorry.
For the family, explaining what is going on and what you're trying to do.
Your wife is
It's a
actually
big
showing
part of the
some initial signs of
process.
recovery.
Michael,
Especially for something as delicate as what she's doing.
is going to be
But
a complex and delicate.
remaining cryptic about
I
it
can see that
and
you're
maintaining this
doing
air of
She'll be
mysticism
very helpful in her recovery.
does nothing to help anybody,
What's
and it's
needed
part of
most,
why
indeed, the most
Mike here is so
ingredient is your cooperation.
untrusting of her because she won't trust him.
Then you think I should do what Catherine says.
Now, don't get me wrong, Mike is a scumbag,
The most helpful.
but also Catherine is also a scumbag and incredibly unprofessional.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful idea.
You might need a refresh, Elsie.
I can see now that Michael was more upset than I'd realized. I thought at the time that he was just confused by the process and that simply focusing on the results might put him at ease, but now it seems that what's troubling him most is the dynamic between Michael and Catherine. And this isn't good. At least in my humble opinion.
I mean, Lofsties, to be fair, I think Allison... None of this is Allison's fault. Allison has no control here.
As a child,
it's like, to be fair to her, I hesitate to call her a scumbag because this is not her fault. It is two incredibly controlling scumbags fighting over control. Yeah, John Hurt has also been absolutely useless from a psychiatrist's perspective. Has been utterly fucking useless. As a child, I enjoyed myself most when okay, so like, these are all terrible, but I like the way they're terrible. When I was alone, okay. When I was participating in an event, okay. When I was being entertained, as if implying the other three aren't entertaining. And 4, when I was in the company of family or friends. Why is being entertained specifically different? What does this mean?
Psychiatry definitely involves a degree of trickery.
I disagree.
Catherine was in my office under innocent circumstances.
Okay, so this is a bad one, but the answer is no. Catherine was 100% not. She was deliberately going under Mike's nose as a power play. She was asserting dominance over Mike with this move.
Do you think Michael should get a pet for Jodie?
I don't care.
My sexual appetite is...
I'd rather not say. Chat doesn't need to know about my levels of thirst.
Allison is making real progress.
Yes.
Does Michael want Allison to recover?
Not really, no. Or at least not in a way that he can't control.
Allison is more conscious of things going on around her than she reveals.
I disagree.
Allison and Catherine share secrets.
Yes, but that's perfectly normal. That's client-patient confidentiality. You don't know shit about me, Brainy. How dare you? What do you mean the hair sniffing that goes on in my streams? When have I sniffed hair on stream? Oopsies, what the fuck are you talking about? Let's see, Allison Overton. Seconal, Valium. Postpartum depression after the birth of their child, antidepressants. Wonky, 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 wonky. No carnival, no! Thankfully, there's no one dedicated enough to comb through my streams to hunt that shit down. Yeah, okay, so that was just basically... Oh, that was Michael Overton. Return of the Overton. Yet, Brainy, you're correct, yet. The athletic looking... So Mike is 28, apparently. Frozen with grief. Note, contact Catherine Randolph and let her know husband has signed release for her to confer with me on this case. Oh. Yes, a dedicated clipper, Nora. Exactly. That's the whole reason to become popular, nothing else. Specifically so I can have a dedicated clipper. Let's see. So yeah, so interesting thing to note, chat. Yeah, that's a really rough 28. interesting thing to note here, no contact, let her know the husband has signed a release for her to confer with him on this case. So, him talking with Catherine was perfectly fine. Mike signed off on it. He had no reason to get uppity. Just feel the need to mention that. Disorder, oh god. Oh my god. Hypoactive, basically no sex drive, let's not start on that one. Treatment. Compulsive. A viscous cycle. Chat, Tony was in a viscous cycle. How do you get caught in a viscous circle? What is a viscous circle, anyway? Ah, I see. Yes. You know what? You're right, Shark Vega. It is circle jerking. How did you know? Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Let's not think about these. Ooh, we're back in the office. Oh wait, no, the TV's progression. Oh no, it's sucking me in.
Many persons think that psychiatry consists of only one thing: psychoanalysis. Actually, psychiatrists is a prolonged and very specialized
psychiatry only exists does one thing, and it's disgusting.
Only by a doctor qualified as a psychiatrist and fully trained in the exact specialty of psychoanalysis.
Oh my god, there's so much of this.
Treatment may go on for years.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee while this plays out. You guys can enjoy hearing about Allison's thoughts.
Excited. I can't wait till Michael gets back. A dog! Can you imagine? Jody will be so happy. Everything is much better since Catherine's arrived. I'm sorry. I just never thought I'd feel this hopeful again. It's wonderful. I just can't.
Here is the wise old man of medicine, beloved Dr. Zero. One of the prerequisites of being a good doctor is to be sure the staff is on their toes. What's this? Either we've just been invaded or there's an emergency.
I return. No, I'm sorry to tell you this, Lynx. It only gets hornier. It only gets worse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to come to this realization. You're wrong. We haven't even hit the softcore porn yet, Lynx.
Well, why don't we dabble a bit in the realm of the psychic? Here's a little game to test your powers of extrasensory perception. You will observe 4 cards.
Also, I feel like I missed something when I stepped away.
And a 5th card that is face down. Look at the symbols on the face of the up cards. Square, triangle,
okay.
Circle,
I don't remember this.
Plus sign. The face down card is one of these 4. This is what I want you to do. Concentrate. Use all your psychic abilities. Form a mental picture of
Chat, lend me your power.
And tell me what symbol is on its face. Make your choice by clicking on one of the 4 up cards.
You know what? I know what to do.
The image on the face down card will be changed after each turn. Very well. Let's begin.
Start poll. Let's go. 1 minute. Additional votes. Channel point per vote. 100. There you go, everyone. You got a minute. Let's crowdsource this solution. I believe in you, chat. You can come up with the answer together through the power of psychic channeling in the morphogenetic field. Through the power of the morphogenetic field, we, acting as one, can determine the actual solution. I believe in you, chat. I believe in you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You're all perfect just the way you are. Okay, maybe that's not entirely true. Some of you could probably improve, I'm sure, but you're all beautiful creatures. And I know that together, we can channel the collective psychic might of the chat. Yeah, apparently someone's got points to burn. Thank you, Marathian. Okay, that checks out. You're wrong!
Concentrate.
You son of a bitch!
Relax.
Okay, I'll relax. It's definitely trying. So, chat, I chose triangle in the vote.
Don't give yourself
I was wrong too.
You're trying too hard.
Man, I fucking suck at this.
Think harder. Don't give yourself a headache.
Stop shit-talking me.
Relax.
No thoughts, head empty. No thoughts, head empty.
Yes, yes. Well then. Oh, come back again and we'll give it another go.
He just fucking gave me sass. I'm sorry I failed a 25% chance repeatedly.
Did you get one?
She's in the back.
She's beautiful. Jody will love her.
Oh my god, I want to pet that dog.
If she does, I don't know it.
Oh,
Chad, I want to pet the dog.
how cute.
I want to pet the
you love
dog.
Yeah, she's cute.
Let me pet the dog.
Let's show her to Jody.
Chat,
Go ahead.
I want
I'm
to
gonna
pet the
go build one in
dog.
the back.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much.
You shouldn't, heretic. You fucking shouldn't. Anyone with eyes can see what's gonna happen to the dog. To be fair, most dogs aren't thrilled about car rides. Really? That's all the space you're giving it, eh? Okay. You do you, Mike.
Allison!
Allison! Also, yeah,
Hey,
they live
no dogs on the bed in this house.
in the middle of the—
Come on,
What? No dogs on the bed? Fuck off. Allison!
What's that?
Hello, Allison.
I
I want to hold your hand. Have a burn.
You'll regret that.
Same man since I saw you walking in. Aisle 10's a good fucking song.
Allison?
I love Aisle 10. It's so good.
Allie.
It is one of my favorite JSRF songs.
You in here?
Also, that's another beer, everyone.
Allison!
Allison!
Will you please be quiet? We're trying to develop some concentration.
Oh man, naked yoga. It could, I don't think it's an Alfrey Marathian.
Leon. It's Michael.
Also, why would you ever not want your dog on your bed?
A full-time nurse. Seems to be working out well enough where I think I can finally come back to work. Thanks, Leon. I appreciate it. Well, she's a therapist, actually. Oh, I'd say she has things under control, to say the least. Okay. Great.
I guess dirty paws, especially because he's going to be leaving it outdoors. But also, like, you can cuddle up with your dog. Why would you not want that?
Name her new dog Punky, even though she looks nothing like the first Punky.
Which, like, granted, what do I know? I don't really like being licked a whole lot, so... Just anytime my dog slobbers on my hands, I end up washing my hands after.
She's teaching me meditation.
I fucking hate it when I get licked on the face.
What was it like?
It's wonderful.
Which is all of me.
I mean, what did you do?
We meditated.
Yeah, but...
Naked.
What's meditation all about?
I didn't know you had such an interest in meditation, Mr. Overton.
I'm curious about a lot of things.
Perhaps you should try a session with me.
I don't think Michael's quite ready for that yet.
You know, I'm thinking about going back to work tomorrow.
That's wonderful, Michael. You need to get out of the house more. You're getting too serious.
Okay, fine. And tomorrow you're on your own.
This is not a harem. This is a...
Not exactly. I've got Catherine to take care of me.
So, Mike is supposedly 28 years old. He's a really rough 28.
Well, things really are looking up, aren't they? Allison is doing extremely well. Michael's going back to work. That Catherine really is impressive.
Yeah, that guy. Not this guy.
Though I can't help but be a little curious about her meditation sessions with Allison. Wonder what they're actually doing in there. Don't you?
It is better never to deceive anyone.
Oh, man. Oh, this is a complicated one. I'll say... Also, chat, I just want to say, definitely not a harem. Also, part of the problem here is it's important to remember that Catherine is projecting really hard onto Allison. So, on top of being completely fucking opaque with her methods, and on top of that, like, she thinks she is the old patient that she fucked, basically. Because remember, she keeps seeing Colette in her, and Colette is a patient she had a relationship with. False.
I think I have a tumor somewhere in my head.
No.
Punky is a vicious little cur.
No!
Should Michael return to work?
Deceptions can lead to surprises, and sometimes little white lies are useful. Like, my great-grandma who had Alzheimer's. Should Michael return to work? I mean, yes. Honestly, I do think he should go to work. Mostly because Mike really needs to get out of the house.
I tend to be a person who reads manuals first.
It depends.
Catherine is a wholesome person.
No, next question. But, yeah, no. Legit, Mike needs people outside of the house. That is part of his problem.
The next TAT will be given in Jodie's room again. Look for the amusing children's book.
I mean, yeah, a lot of this is very much meant for, like, demonizing Catherine, as it should, because she's a bad person. The real telltale sign of if someone is bad or not is whether or not they agree with Mike or like him. Ooh. Actually, I don't care. How fucking dare you, Agranosh? Yeah, Mike is basically going stir crazy on top of being in a loveless, sexless marriage that is clearly chipping away at him. And on top of being a scumbag.
Can you believe this? I mean, first the television, and then the goddamn dog. A dog. This is too much. My daughter's...
Because he inherited it, Agranash, and the land.
She's dead. And my wife just can't... She can't accept it. I thought when Catherine got here we'd get rid of these fantasies, but this is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the struggle is like...
They're just getting worse.
There are...
A lot worse.
Aspects of Mike that are completely completely understandable, but as a whole package, he is a scumbag with some legitimate problems, but still a scumbag. Also doesn't help that, like, Catherine's making a lot of executive decisions, let's say, without talking to Mike at all. And yes, Mike is a controlling scumbag, but also an important part of treatment is letting the... If you are treating them alongside family, letting the family know about the process. Because she is a live-in nurse. It's not like Mike can just stop existing in the house. Yeah, group therapy. Poor dog. Catherine was... Okay. Yeah, exactly, Morathian. I mean, he's had a dog before and was perfectly happy about it. When he still had a kid. But the problem is he doesn't have the kid anymore. And is just kind of angry about everything Catherine is doing. And that's kind of the issue too. Is the antagonism between the two of them is doing nothing to help Allison. And honestly only making things worse. Because let's be real, Catherine is also at this point going out of her way to antagonize Mike.
Dr. Betty, my kitty cat died.
Your what?
She was sick, so old. 18, she was so thin. She died in my arms.
When
Dying
did it die?
in your arms tonight.
It was 3 months ago.
Must have been something said.
And you're still upset? Are you sure this is the real problem?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure the death of your kitty is the real problem here.
Well, what is it then?
Why don't you take a guess?
I can't.
Try for me.
Am I afraid of death?
What?
I don't know. Is that it?
Am I afraid of losing people close to me?
What?
That might be it. I'm afraid of loss. I'm too attached, aren't I? I don't want to give up anything that I consider to be mine. The kitty cat was probably just a symbol of that attachment. She was really kind of an irritating little kitty anyway. Always meowing and scratching the furniture and peeing on the rug. Our house still smells bad, but...
What?
I didn't want to let her go. She was so pretty and died so slowly. Why does everything I love have to die? Why? Why? Why does God have to be like that?
Yeah!
I want to be a good person.
Fucking kill God!
But I think you're onto something here. Kitty isn't really the problem. Maybe I'm the problem. Is that what you think?
Maybe, Sandy. Maybe you're right. Let's take a
Kill God! Attack and dethrone God! This game's kind of infamous. I actually first knew about it because of, I think, Giant Bomb years ago. And I have streamed this before, about 3.5, I think, years ago? Something around there. Maybe just 3. I don't know. GOG said 3, but that can only mean anywhere from 3 to 4. So yeah, I've done this before. I'm familiar with this game. I know this game quite well, unfortunately. I don't know one of the main important systems well, but that's a different beast entirely. But yeah, this game is pretty infamous. It is a relatively well-known FMV game within certain circles. And not because it's good.
I went to see Turner today. He didn't know I was coming. I wore a sexy dress.
I know a lot of FMV, Agranosh.
Unbelievably, Michael barged into the room all in a huff over my treatment of Allison. Turner backed up what I'm doing, which made me feel really good. But when he gave me a ride back to the Evertons, he wouldn't stop talking about his marriage. I wish he wouldn't do that.
Beans. I still don't know why I have that image of Beans. Well, I know why. It was Silent Hill 2. I was going to use it as a prop, but then I got too lazy and didn't feel like removing the background. And I was just like, Most importantly, though, I have dog.png. And we just do this. I'm not actually going to cut the dog up, I swear. Yes, that is indeed the Ace Combat 7 dog. Dog.png. Your friend and mine. Everyone, F's in the chat for dog.png. You were a good dog while you lasted. Let's see. Personal diary. Good sex became great sex just like that. Okay. Talking about her love of uniforms, I see. It's not a sword, though. It is legally defined as a knife, Elsie. Don't worry. I understand law. I understand sword law. Law that would keep me from owning a sword, but I can own this knife because it is legally a knife.
Jody's room again.
Just understand this, chat. It is legally a knife. Exactly, Marathian. And also the size of the handle is very important, relative to the blade as well. It is a knife, not a sword. Don't worry. Behold, an Etch-a-Sketch. I'm sorry? What the fuck is this Etch-a-Sketch? I'm leaving. I don't like this. This weird, fucked up room. I got the sensor ready, just in case. It was indeed based on a novel. Don't worry about it. What is Sparky doing?
What is Sparky doing?
Shaking what his mama gave him. Oh, I skipped part of it, don't worry. Because I had a feeling in my bones that I was going to get in trouble with YouTube for it. Granted, an earlier clip that I had stepped away for might also get me in trouble with YouTube, but we'll see. Running from Daddy.
Why is Sparky licking himself?
Because Daddy put peanut butter on his balls.
How does Sparky feel about his little brother Yippee?
He loves him.
Why does Sparky feel guilty?
Dug a hole in the garden. He pooped on the master's carpet.
Sparky is dreaming about...
a cool dog.
Sparky is dreaming about...
Mummy.
Sparky is...
I don't like any of these.
I would like to try on Mummy's collar.
No.
Sparky says...
Pull my finger.
What is going on here?
Let's see. Sparky Yippee is being punished for chasing cats. I don't like this picture. I'm glad that's a choice.
Hi, honey. Is everything all right? No, it's only the third time I called. Okay, maybe the fourth. It doesn't matter. Okay, I just want to make sure you're all right. Is Catherine there? Okay, bye.
Okay.
Hi, Catherine. Is Allison really doing all right? Of course I trust her. I just like to hear it from you. Okay. All right, fine. I understand. I won't call so much. Okay. I was thinking maybe I'll pick something up for dinner. Chinese food or...
Look, Elsie, it was the 90s.
Oh, you have? Okay. Bye. It's Michael Overton.
I've missed you. Welcome back, stranger.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, was he fucking a coworker?
No, I don't think so. Not today. I need to get settled in.
How's Allison?
I feel like I've seen her in another game.
I guess she's doing fine now that the nurses arrived.
Another woman in the house,
Like-
huh?
I don't know. Something about the shape of her face.
I gotta get back to work, Charlotte.
Well, don't let me keep you.
Okay, I see you.
He was
Really, it's good to see your face again, Michael. We've missed you around here.
definitely fucking her. Without a doubt. Working overtime, if you know what I mean. Wink.
Hi.
Is that pie I smell in the oven?
Can't tell if she's tiny or he's tall.
I know
Or
you like
both.
to shower after work, but hurry, because dinner's almost ready.
What are we having?
Beef Wellington. Catherine made it. She's a gourmet cook.
Of course. So where's Catherine now, meditating again?
Yes, it's really good for the
Why is
digestion.
everything in the
Already
left
did it.
ear?
Now go and hurry, because dinner's going to be ready in a minute. Oh, and look what Catherine did to Jody's room.
Wow, this place is a fucking sty.
Catherine?
Catherine!
Catherine!
Catherine! Okay, it's not me being weird. I'm looking at the audio values and it is greatly on the left ear.
Two laughing ladies care to join me in a nightcap?
Alcohol before bed's not a good idea. She's right, Michael. You have to go to work in the morning.
Well, she's always right. That's why she's the nurse.
Michael?
I'm sorry? You alright, Michael? You doing okay? The answer is no. No, he isn't. God, the audio balancing is so fucked. This man clearly hates the liquor he's drinking.
Damn dog.
What the dog
You better
doing?
hurry, Michael. You're gonna be late for work.
Jesus, what time is it?
It's time you were up and on your way.
Wake up.
Shut that dog up.
You should have listened to us. Too much alcohol.
God, the audio makes me feel like I'm losing my mind. This is awful.
Shut up! What were you doing?
Jody's breakfast.
I ate it. I ate the whole thing. It was okay.
Michael, I need you to pick up some things for Jody's party.
What party?
Next week. It's her birthday. Catherine suggested that we have a party. Can you believe it? She's gonna be 6 years old. I need pin the tail on the donkey and invitations.
You're inviting other people?
Yeah. It wouldn't be a party without guests now, would it?
I guess not.
Don't forget the game. We figured out a way for Jody to play.
Did you?
But that's gonna be a surprise.
Tell me more. Where are you? Oh. I like looking at my fucking OBS overlay. I'm like, what does this do? Spoilers, it's that time that Hempoli made me art to make fun of me.
Mrs. Greenstreet. Yes, it is Michael Overton. Getting to recognize my voice, huh?
My good buddy, Michael Oberdin.
He's in Portland. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was a great time,
yes, it
Naren.
is kind of important. No, I don't want you to refer me to anyone else. 2 days.
It's also like an apt
when he checks in, can you just let him know
description
I called?
for my streams as
I
a
hope his
whole.
brother feels better. Massive coronary. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I understand.
But also, Hempoli is great and a cool dude, and also absolutely brutal when making fun of me.
Damn it!
Is everything okay, Michael?
Yeah,
No.
everything's just goddamn wonderful.
Yes.
I just thought I'd ask if I could help.
I don't need your help.
Don't be a dick, Michael.
Don't you have something to do?
Mike, she's been nothing but nice to you. Why are you being a douche to her? That's the other fun part about Michael, is how he takes out his problems on literally everyone else. It's good. It's good. It's a good character. Like, am I supposed to sympathize with Michael? Like, feel bad for him at all?
Hi, honey.
Like, I can't tell what they want me to think.
Yes, I got everything you asked for.
Because, like, Michael's fucking awful.
I'm sure it'll be a great party. Can I
In
speak to
just
Catherine?
every way. There's nothing redeeming about Michael.
This party thing is going too far. Well, when can you talk about it? Yes, but I want to speak to you when Allison's not around. during your meditation. Fine.
I mean, I'm gonna be real, LZ. I have no clue.
I'll be there.
So really, it should be this background that I'm using, the bowling alley.
I'm glad that Catherine and Michael are finally going to talk. Maybe Michael will be able to get a better grasp on the process. I'm a little curious myself as to just what Catherine has in mind.
No clue, dude.
The party thing seems a little risky to me. Of course, they'll have to cancel, and that might be quite a disappointment for Allison. On the other hand, maybe she's preparing Allison for future disappointments. I really don't know what to think.
No, he's up on it. He's on a trip up in Portland.
How about you?
But also here, still, I don't understand. I literally do not understand where we fit in.
Michael is clearly hiding something.
I disagree. He's pretty open about his animosity.
The most important thing to learn in childhood is
compassion.
I rarely pass up an unexpected opportunity to do something exciting. Men who perform oral sex on a woman are...
Is there it's a fucking tragedy that I need to say something either incredibly nice or incredibly insulting about someone doing the bare minimum. I'm gonna be real. Let's say smart.
I have made love out of doors.
I have never been given the opportunity.
Traveling without a map is...
an adventure, sure, but a disaster waiting to happen. That said, I think it would be a good idea to end here, which is really great, because just so you know, chat, we haven't even started to get weird and awful. We are on the precipice of the dumpster dive, so to speak. This has all been set up. I need you to understand this, chat. This has been the setup. We are on the precipice. So I think it's, yeah, this. But yeah, so that is certainly a shot to use. Let's go back to this. We will pick this up next time. Next Thursday, where we will definitely finish the game as it completely goes off the rails. Without a doubt, it is gonna go places. I didn't realize that it was a suspense horror. Huh. That explains a lot, but either way. Let's see, who's live? Not really feeling it. Okay. Either way, though, I hope y'all had fun. I know I did, via morbid fascination. I have a sickness, apparently. And that sickness compels me to consume FMV garbage. And everyone around me is a filthy fucking enabler. And that's why we're here, and that's why I have enjoyed this stream so far, and I hope y'all did too. If you enjoy- exactly, the sickness for trash. I am here to get down with the sickness. If you enjoyed the stream and don't already follow, I would appreciate it if you did. Maybe tell people, please? Please? I need number. But, I hope y'all- yeah, right, Shark Vega? You fucking do that. How dare you? But yeah, so we're doing more of this next Thursday, where we will finish this up, without a doubt. Exactly, Mac. Last night in a modern game, I was looking for garbage constantly. But yeah, so I hope y'all have a good rest of your day, however much that might be. Me, I'm probably gonna go eat dinner. So y'all have a good one. Bye. Bye-bye. Enjoy this ambient track. Bye. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. Goodbye.